and it's time to go to the Enterprise. Dun, dun.
And we are waiting for Mr. Betham.
And we're on.
We are
Okay,
on
good.
live.
We're on. We're good.
We just need to get Tim back.
Why did he say he had to log out again?
Because he was using Safari. He was saying Safari was not.
Now, I never really used Safari before. Is it any good?
I don't know.
Or is it crap? I mean,
isn't Safari? Isn't that Apple's?
Safari is built into Apple.
Yeah.
I don't have
Safari.
no Apple devices, so I don't know nothing about that.
Right. They
Theoretically,
actually wanted us to see about switching to Apple. I laughed in their face. Nah.
Apple is good if you're an artist. It's just if you ain't no artist, if you're everything else, you pretty much are going to be a Windows person. I mean,
exactly. No,
they tried though. They did good.
No, they busted out and basically said, "Okay, look, you guys can go to Apple, or you can go and get these Microsoft Surface Books." And I was like, "Okay, wait a minute. That Surface Book is like $3,500 a piece. And you want me to go to a $1,600 Apple?
Yep.
Do you see the sense in this?
Yeah.
You better hand over that Chromebook. You better hand over that book,
bro. You got to look at the big picture here, huh?
Big picture is I know Neverwinter shows up nice.
I mean, come on, this is a big picture. Kim, you better get with these.
When Fantasy Star Online goes to New Genesis next month,
Fantasy Star is going to New Genesis. What does that mean?
Oh, the graphics are about to be updated. A whole bunch of new quests. I mean, Fantasy Star Online is about to be ridiculous.
Oh wow!
They're gonna remake the weapons. You're gonna be able to make weapons.
Oh wow!
Or you need some light in front of your face because you look like a shadow.
I know because I don't. There's nothing I can do. I don't have no.
Turn on Nova.
Hey Google, turn on Nova. I don't know if that helped her or not. That's about probably
it helped
about
a little bit.
As good as it's gonna get. There we go.
And here's Tim.
Much better. The volume is ridiculous in there, though. I don't know what's going on. It's really low. So.
No telling. You're on an Apple, so I'm not really familiar with most of the settings there.
I'm not either. I tend not to use it. Like, my kids have them, and so, like, I was like, sure. So I got my actual real PC here, and then I got this Apple piece of stuff here.
Piece of stuff.
So Apple's why are you cool. Using your real stuff?
I just don't get it. It's me. It's a me issue. Yeah, I understand.
You gotta practice, boy.
This is gonna.
Just gotta practice with it.
Oliver, shut it down.
You just gotta practice.
Hold up, I gotta close this door because I'm not about to.
No, I appreciate it. This camera is way better. I got my other one that was like, "Ooh, I need to work on my face."
I'm telling you, I'm going off of a Surface Book. I'm loving this thing,
dude. Ever since I saw Surfaces, I was like, I want to get one, but I keep talking myself out of it. I'm like, I want one, but I don't because I don't. This is a company provided piece, right? So I'm like, whatever. I don't really care.
Mine is from the company too.
Yeah, mine's a little bit cheaper. They're like, you know what? You guys can just go because I only do this when I work from home, and I try not to do that too often.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm usually at the office. So,
well, see, what ended up happening was I work for a grant, and what ended up happening is that COVID shut down all the travel. So all that money that they had allotted to travel, they basically told us directors, they basically said, "You guys got to spend this money." And I was like, "Wait a minute, how are we supposed to spend $60,000?" And that's just for my program. $60,000 in 4 months. And they basically said, then you ain't getting it back next year. So guess what my office has? I have a $6,500 all-in-one computer. I have these Surface Books. I have a Surface Pro.
Wow.
I have a Surface Pro and a Surface Book. Okay. I got extra screens on each. I have a screen that I brought home.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay.
Hey,
I have a screen I bought home. The only reason I'm not sitting at the double screen is that I wanted to sit on my bed. That's it.
remember,
bought a desk.
we're live streaming, y'all. Just remember that, like, before
Oh,
y'all start divulging too much information.
My social security number is.
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah. All right. So, this is how this is gonna work. Okay. First of all, I really wish Tyler was here because I really want him to be the one, but I don't have Tyler, so I got to do this the way I got to do this. Um, I'm sorry, Kima. It can't be you. I
It
can't.
can't be me. What?
It can't be you, dude. I'm sorry. You're just not. You're a hothead, so I can't. It's not gonna work.
Kima's last name is Victim. Remember that.
Hothead.
Yeah, you're a
I
hothead.
resemble that remark.
So it leaves me with Emmett and Tim. So
Rock, scissors, paper.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't do good with that, man.
Roll a d10. Let's see whoever's the highest gets to be the darling.
The darling.
Beat that.
Hold on. Let me
Oh,
go
you
over
rolled a 10?
the.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
I don't know what it's for, but whatever.
Okay, so
Getting it.
the three of you have found yourself in a very awkward position. The three of you are working together. The three of you basically have taken on a job, and it was a very simple job. The job was literally you were supposed to follow somebody, find out where they were going to be at, and then just basically make a phone call. And then somebody was supposed to come and take over, and you guys were going to get paid and go your merry way. Nothing that you guys haven't done before. You guys have actually done other jobs together that were much more complicated. You know, making sure somebody stayed safe, and you had a job where you had to transport some goods across the outland. That wasn't very fun at all. But fortunately, you had Mr. Jor Druak is an outlander, so to speak. So when I mention outlands, your world consists of a giant city, just like a mega city, like out of Judge Dredd.
Hmm.
And there are several of these mega cities all over the globe. Everywhere else outside of the mega city is considered to be called outland. Outland is where people go basically where they're sent to die. In the outlands, there's all kinds of like random occurrences that occur because of entropic storms. Now, back in I want to say like the 70s or something like that, uh, it was nuclear waste was the sci-fi catch thing where nuclear waste could make anything happen. You could turn into a mutant turtle, or you could become a toxic avenger, or you could have superpowers because mutant toxic radiation or whatever, like like toxic shit was like the thing, right? Well, in the
Just
future,
jump right in.
in the future, they switched it up to entropy, which is supposed to be really the degradation of like something. So like things that like entropicness is supposed to be like something that degrades or disintegrates or like reduces something. But sci-fi, before they knew what entropy really was, they used that as a fake term to explain anything happening. So I'm using entropic storms to explain anything can happen. Among those anythings that could happen are mutations. So you have since I'll say for the past 100 years or so, you've had mutations, and some mutations are worse than others. Uh, some mutations are like literally like people being mixed with genetic code of other things like plants or animals or whatever, so you get like monstrous creatures or whatever, or just like you get like these just like strange
As long as they don't have
unexplainable,
tentacles for an arm.
unexplainable monstrosities that wander around the Outlands.
No tentacles.
In some cases, you have perfection. In some cases, you have mutations where people literally are just like mutants, like you would see out of X-Men or out of like DC comics, where like fools end up with powers. They still look human, but they end up with special abilities. That is a very rare occurrence when that happens. And there's
Great.
and honestly, those people are also kicked to the outlands because no regular human wants to deal with anything that's better or superior or strange or different from them. So human society has basically made it so that uh, their paranoia of what could happen to people when they go out to the outland and try to come back into the cities has caused people to start doing genetic mutations. So amongst those genetic mutations, you have what are known as paragons. So you have people who have been genetically altered to be absolutely perfect. So they're straight up regular humans, but they are peak humans. They are at their absolute. They're like they're the strongest, the fastest, the smartest, the most beautiful, like the whole entire package. They're like perfect. Like you know, when you die and go to heaven, you become perfect. They are perfect, and those are the paragons. And then you have demihumans, which are the genetic mutations that people created that were supposed to be paragons but didn't quite come out as paragons. They came out as other things, and those other things, genetically bred with humans, over time just became their own like sort of species. So that's how you have like elves and dwarves and orcs and other what they consider to be demi-humans. They're not quite human, but they are basically genetically human. And then you got regular plain humans, and then you got complete mutations. So humans, demi-humans, and paragons are allowed to exist inside the city. Mutants are cast out. And the Outlands is a place where it's wild wild west. Anything goes in the wild west. There's no law. There's no well, let's say there's no human law in the Outlands. We'll say that. So it's very much more free in the Outlands than it is inside the cities. Everything in the cities is very controlled, very regulated, very much like you follow the rules or you get thrown out basically, or jailed, or executed, or whatever, depending on your crime. So the cities still have to communicate and they still have to work together because certain cities produce goods that other cities don't. So there's still travel between these mega cities. That becomes a major issue for people who don't understand how the outlands work. So when people travel across the outlands and they think they're just going to drive from one city to another, they find that there's a lot to the outlands, a lot that they don't understand, and in which case they need the assistance of people who understand that. So Emmett's character is someone who understands the outlands. And because you guys had this job where you were basically needing to go across the outlands, you guys hired Emmett. And so Emmett helped you guys on a particular job, and he turned out to be a pretty cool dude. So you guys all decided to just continue to work together just to do jobs here and there so you could survive. So that brings us to so the very first job the three of you worked together was the very first job that you hired Emmett to get you across the outlands, which he obviously did. Otherwise, you guys would be dead, and we wouldn't be having this story. So that job went okay. Second job was a job that was inside of a city, and you guys were able to do that, pretty efficiently or whatever. Again, you just basically escorting somebody, like a bodyguard sort of service. You guys are trained enough to keep yourselves and other people alive. That went without a hitch. Couple other jobs, little small jobs here and there, deliveries, things like that, nothing major. But this is sort of like I'll say like your seventh job. And this job was going so well until it started going so not well. So you guys tracked the person that you were supposed to track. You guys were supposed to basically communicate to someone else. That person was supposed to come and basically pay you. You guys go about your way, and they do whatever they were supposed to do because they were supposed to basically show up at the place and do something, whatever. That had nothing to do with y'all. You know, you guys were just, hey, follow this fool, track this fool, found him, locate, make the call, get paid, go about your business. So it got complicated when the person that showed up, first of all, didn't have the payment. So that made it sort of a complication. So you guys, again, not that what you guys had done was so drastic that you needed to get paid right then and there, but the fact of the matter was the job was you guys were supposed to get paid and you go about your way.
Mm-hmm.
Guy shows up. Guy says you're going to get paid as soon as the job is over. So the guy goes into this situation that turns into this horrible bloodbath. Now, this is a problem for your character, Tim, because you specifically are not trying to get involved in this kind of shit ever again. And this just brought up a whole bunch of just like memories and just
PTSD.
just triggered something, right? So it gets worse because now the guy who's supposedly paying you after this bloodbath occurs, which you guys have like all kinds of physical evidence and shit at the crime scene now. The guy was like, "You're gonna get paid, but you got to come and meet me at this place. It's in the Outlands." So this already started sounding really bad because you're like, "Wait a minute, there's no laws in the Outlands. You want to take me out someplace and pay me someplace where shit's not cool, right?" However, it just so happens that this is a place that Jor is very familiar with. In fact, Jor has people at the location that they want to meet at. Like, so there's people that you know that you're cool with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that, like, you know, it's going to be something scenario where these fools will die for you, but like, there's like a handful of people in the Outlands at this location that are cool enough that if you had beef, they would back you up if you needed it up to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they ain't finna die for you. So like, if it's like a setup, they going their separate ways. But like, as long as it's like y'all have superior numbers and they can flex, like, yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll do that shit. So that brings us to the current location. The current location is actually, believe it or not, it's a bar in the Outlands. It's called the Last Rest, and it is like actually really close to the border of the megacity. So, not to say that it's necessarily in a safe zone per se, but it's safe enough to the point where if you guys needed to like get the hell out of the Outlands and get inside the city, you could do so relatively quickly because it's like literally like just like almost right outside the wall. Like it's not even like, you know, more than like maybe it's like half a mile away from the wall of the actual city. So you guys are sitting at this bar, and so um, the guy that's supposed to pay you, his name is Handsome Jack. Okay, Handsome Jack. Uh, you're familiar with Tim from the past, from just like incursions with these types of people. So Handsome Jack is a bio-minded individual. Okay, he is basically like he's psychopathic. He's
Oh my
definitely
God.
he's definitely a killer. Okay, this guy is definitely a murderer. He's like a known murderer. Like he was a known to be a, you know, he's like I want to say like Dillinger or like a criminal type bad like Chicago mob dude, right? Like he's known to be like this dude, right? So first of all, he has huh?
What's the address?
The address
What's the address on the car?
is the office address, the 4040.
4045 here.
Yeah. Okay. So So basically, he is he's modded basically to regenerate.
He got my mod. I'm
Yes,
gonna
he
have to
does.
Tell her I said don't do that on camera.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, you're technically on camera doing all this. Okay.
Tell her I said she fired.
So, first of all, he regenerates. However, the mod is a black market mod, and what it does is it may heal him, but it creates scarring. So like his entire body, his face, his arms, his hands, everything about him is completely scarred. So like every time he heals, it leaves a permanent scar. Okay. Uh, the scars actually cause him a lot of pain, which makes him crazy. But the mod also dulls the pain. So like between like basically like he'll be in pain, like writhing pain to the point where he can't function, and then all of a sudden he'll be like he's high as a kite on like narcotics because like the mod basically is like doping him up to get to stop the pain from being a factor. So that's one thing. And then another thing is again, he's a psychopath. So like the mod it's doing something to his mind. Like it causes him to just like freak out and just like act bizarre.
Not only is it affecting him physically,
It's affecting him mentally.
mentally.
Yes.
Oh,
But
guys.
the healing is straight up Wolverine like instant heal. Like so like this fool heals instantly. And he loves knives. So that makes it even more drastic.
Great.
So
this guy, and he's your friend, Tim.
Well, no, not friend. He knows he's familiar, very familiar with this person. Okay. Handsome Jack used to just be Jack the Handsome because he was a severely pretty individual before he got modded, and then he became this like grotesque, psychotic person that he is. But he's always been like this mob identity. You know what I'm saying? Like this gangster type dude or whatever. And like he's even gotten himself arrested, like so that he could like basically like kill a bunch of like like officers, law enforcers, and break out. Like he'll just do stuff like that, like just for the hell of it, just for fun. Like dude is like seriously like the authorities don't know what to do with this fool. Like they like exile's not enough. Like they want to kill this fool, but he's very difficult to kill. He's very difficult to contain. So like most law enforcement, they just actually kind of stay clear of this fool unless they're like super trained. Like there's like specially trained individuals that will like actually like go looking for this fool, but a lot of them end up dead. So like he's sort of like this. Not to say that he's untouchable, but he is in a really weird quasi state with the government right now. Which is another reason why you guys aren't trying to just basically just like, like, hey, do my money, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to kind of finesse the money part of this whole thing, right? So,
no problem.
So you guys are at the last stand, okay? And Handsome Jack says that, in fact, he brought you guys there. He's saying that the guy who hired all of you, including him, for this job, wants to talk to you guys.
The guy who hired us through him?
Hired all four of y'all.
Okay.
You guys didn't get hired to work together, per se. You guys got hired to do one thing. He got hired to do something else. And so now the person that hired all of y'all wants y'all to meet.
Okay.
So you are sitting at the table with the client. The client is also Handsome Jack is a human, supposedly. You're sitting at the client. You're sitting at the table with the client. The client is also a human, an older guy actually. He's got like a cowboy hat, and he's wearing a duster with a protective vest underneath it or whatever. So like he almost kind of looks like a bounty hunter or something himself. But basically, he's sitting at this table, and you're sitting at this table. Um, you, sir, Mister Park, are actually sitting at the bar with Handsome Jack. And then you're actually chilling at a table that's like a separate table from where they're sitting, and you're sitting at the table with a couple of people that you know. Like I said, like these are people that are like like your homies. Now, one of them is an orc. His name is Gunner, and that fool basically is a mutant. Uh, he had a biomod actually that became a mutation, so that basically both of his arms are like machine guns. So like
Does he
basically
have hands though?
no, he's like literally just guns for arms. Like yeah,
How this
like
boy feeding
so
himself?
like his you have no idea. Like people obviously feeding him or something. His forearms are like barrels of weapons, like barrels of guns with holes, like the air cool type shit or whatever. You're not sure he puts ammo somewhere in his body, and then he can fire it through his arms. So like, and like, he has a tendency to overheat. Like he'll get hot, and if that happens, he'll pass out. Like he'll just like fall unconscious if he's shooting too long. And then you also have another friend who is not a mutant, who is an elf. Her name is Shiva, and she is some kind of like computer expert. Like she can like wirelessly interface with just about anything electronic or anything that's technical. Um, she obviously got kicked out of the city for doing hacking and getting into stuff that she wasn't supposed to. And so basically, she dwells outside of the city, but never too far from the city. So she's always in places like this, basically. Because if she were to leave and go further out, she wouldn't survive. Like she wouldn't make it. So you're sitting at the table with Gunnar and Shiva, and they're just like chilling or whatever. And then, like I say, oh, and the client's name um, is Jericho Thailand.
Jericho.
So Jericho has a cigar. And he lights it up, and then he looks at you, and he kind of opens up his trench coat, and he points to another cigar, and he's like, kind of motion like, "You want one?"
I'm good, thanks.
He says, "You know, it's something to be said about the survivability of people. I mean, like, look at this place. Now, this place is literally a dive bar that's on the outside of a megacity in the outlands, which is still a dangerous place. And the types of people that are in this place are mostly like they're mostly like regular style people who have been exiled. So like they're not necessarily like they're not specifically what do you call it? They're not specifically dangerous in the sense that like there's like cannibalistic bandits in the outlands. You know what I'm saying? There's like really scary monstrosity type stuff in the outlands. But these people are basically just regular people who basically crossed the law in some way to the point where they're just not allowed back in the town. So they're not. It's not like they have inherent evil in them. They're just like unfortunate, basically, right? So dude is like, He's like, look around you. Look at all these people here. These people, for all intents and purposes, should probably be laying in the bottom of a building, or they should be like the foundation of something, right? Like they're basically dead. They don't even know it yet. They're just trying to pretend to live, right? But nonetheless, look at them all here, gathered here, trying to survive, right? That's all we're all trying to do, right? Just trying to survive, right? Like you and your team, you guys aren't like trying to get yourselves killed, right?
Nope.
You're just trying to make it to the next sunrise. And I get that, you know. I in fact I don't really have too much of a problem with that at all. Like, I mean, I'm a very understanding person. However, people can sometimes get themselves in situations that they can't necessarily just walk away from. I mean, you've been in a situation or two yourself where you weren't able to just walk away, right?
Oh yeah.
So you can totally understand where I'm coming from when I say this.
Continue.
So, considering the fact that there are mitigating circumstances to everything that occurs in life, and considering that there are consequences to all actions,
Quick. Let me interrupt real quick. Have we done work with this dude before?
hell to the no.
Do I know anybody who's ever worked with this dude before?
You know this guy. This person is somebody who is he is, I want to say like you know him as somebody with wealth, but it's not clear as to where his wealth comes from. Like it's not like he's a known oil baron or like a startup company guy or anything like that. Like you don't know specifically where the money comes from, but you do know this guy is like a wealthy person.
Okay, got it.
So for all we know, this guy could actually have like underground ties, but we just know he rich.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, like, there's no tell. I mean, I'll say this. This guy, as a wealthy person, is out here in the outlands with y'all, in a dive bar. I mean, this whole situation is extremely dangerous.
Is there any does he have any
Mhm.
with him?
Huh?
Does he have any guys with him?
It doesn't look like it. No, it looks like it's just him.
They probably in the
While
back.
he's talking like this,
And
I'm like,
dude, do a perception. I think you have some kind of notice or something, right? Like
being like, that's dope, or
oh,
wait a minute.
uh-oh. I guess
Wait a
you'll be
minute.
doing just perception.
Okay. So
And that is at a -1, sir.
all right. Here's
Um
20,
so
right? Or
this is a D20. So now the target number in general for most basic type stuff is gonna be like, I'll say like a 12. So
okay.
12 is your target number.
Here we go. I didn't.
Oh,
I went blind.
dude. Yeah, something got in your eye. You're like, oh shit.
Oh, great.
Hey, could I roll detect ambush?
You can roll detect ambush. However, actually, detect ambush. Well, no, go ahead. No, because this is different. This is different. So go ahead. Yeah, something got in your eye. You're like, oh shit.
Oh, great. How did I get that feet? That was weird.
That's crazy. That you just repeated it. So
Somebody's
also
watching it. Make sure you turn the volume down, dude.
+4. Let's see. Yep, I get +4 to this. Mm-hmm. 14.
14. Okay. You don't feel like there's anything It doesn't feel like there's an ambush. Like you don't feel like you're in danger. Although it's
Could I
making
see?
you very uncomfortable because you're sitting right next to Jack Handsome, and he's staring at you with this like large grin on his face. Like,
Sense motive.
okay.
Sense motive. Also +4.
Okay.
Yeah, I want. Why is he smiling at me?
Oh,
That's 8.
he thinks you're cute.
You're not quite sure why he's smiling at you.
Dang it!
Um,
So I just go back to drinking my beer.
The bartender is um the bartender is a troll female. With long like dreads, and she's like basically just like wiping down the bar counter, and she goes to lift up Jack's drink because she's going to wipe underneath the counter, and he puts his hand on top of the glass and like kind of slams it back down the counter, and he's still grinning, he's still smiling. He looks at you, and he puts his finger up and goes like shh, and he looks over at the troll chick, and she just sort of like gets like this really like I'm backing up, like I'm cool, dude. He's still with that grin, like that like a Joker grin, dude. Like his like face is like extra smiley-ish, right? And then he goes back to looking at you. And he takes his hand off a drink. He hasn't drunk his drink at all. Like you're drinking your drink, but he hasn't touched his.
Is there an issue?
Issue? Of course
Yeah.
not.
I would like some time to finish my drink without somebody staring at me.
Oh, I could see how that would make you feel uncomfortable.
You think?
Want to know how I got these scars?
As I'm drinking, ask me if I care.
Ooh, you're a tough guy. I like tough guys. He says, didn't you grow up in the system? You're a foster kid, aren't you? Which you are.
Are you?
Oh, well, I've been in a few foster homes. Never stayed. Never cared. You know. Come and go.
Then the old adage takes one to know one kind of applies here, don't it?
Oh yeah, that's the only reason why I brought it up, because I could tell a fellow orphan. I mean, like, hey man, solidarity. We gotta stick together, brother.
I kind of give him the people's eyebrow, like, really?
Yeah, he says, Park is your name, right? Park.
That's right.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was Janet. Janet was one of the ladies that took you in, right? Janet. Couldn't remember her last name though. Janet's last name was Unser, and like Janet Unser was like, she was the only person out of the foster care system that actually cared about people. You know what I'm saying? Like most people are like just using the foster shit to get a check. She actually cared. Like she actually made sure that like fools that came to her actually got clothes to go to school and had like, you know, money for the bus and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like she actually she never played as if she was anybody's mother, because she never wanted anybody. She never wanted to she wanted people to find their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like if they were ever going to go looking for their parents, she didn't want there to be any kind of like this delusion where it's like, oh, I'm your mom. Like, no, I'm not your mom. I'm gonna help you. I'm here for you. But you know, you got a family. You need to find them. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to find them, then you know what I'm saying. Like I'm still your guardian. You know what I'm saying? But never mom. You know what I'm saying? Like she wouldn't even let nobody call her mom. You know what I'm saying? Like she was just like, nope, I'm Janet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Miss Unser, whatever, but
So
like,
in other words, I respected her.
yes, you respected her. He says, You know, I think to this day, she's still taking in little rats like us. In fact, I'm pretty sure she's doing that right now. He like reaches into his coat and pulls out this little tablet type thing, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a video, and it looks like it's live footage of like her basically like sending some kids off to school basically. That's
What's
her,
your
isn't it?
what's your deal anyway?
Isn't that her?
If it is,
Man, she looks like a really nice person.
okay, we both know that you don't give a rat's buttock about her being nice. Get to your point.
I mean, I don't particularly care about her. Period. I mean, like, I'm just saying she looks like a nice person. I mean, you agree, right? Excuse me.
How far away?
Okay,
Wait, wait. You
for
said
the
I was at,
sake
you
of
said I was at
for the sake of continuing the conversation, sure, I'll agree with you.
Wait, what are you saying?
You said I was at a table. How far away from all this?
So you are. So like, okay, if let's say you have a rectangular space, we'll say the actual entryway to this space is on the left side of this rectangle. The back of the rectangle would be where the bar is. There's maybe about 5 tables staggered in the middle. So you're at the table that's actually closest to the door, and uh, um, Morg and Jericho are sitting at a table. I'll say like the fourth table in. In the very back, you have 2 doors that lead to bathrooms, and not sure if those bathrooms have windows or anything like that. Um, there's no windows on this kind of place. Like this place is like a box basically. And then there's like so you got the bar on this wall. On this wall back here, you actually have a couple of pool tables. So like people are actually like standing around like pretending to play pool or whatever. So you are, and then Anthony and Handsome Jack are sitting at the bar, like not quite at the very middle, but they're like say if you were in the middle, off to the side a little bit, closer to the door, so to the left a little bit. So it's like you and your friends, they're at the bar, and then you got Morgan, Jericho, sort of in the middle-ish at a table. Does that make sense?
Am I at the table that's close enough to hear with that conversation that's going on with
Oh yeah. Oh shit yeah. You can see. I mean, you're making sure that you're watching this dude because like you don't trust this fool. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this fool is some kind of psycho. You know what I'm saying? Like
ask my friend ask Shiva, is there a way that she can figure out how to figure out where this feed that he's getting is coming from?
she's like, I could try. Ouch. Uh, her difficulty is going to be a 17.
Ooh. Oh.
She's like, I don't know. It's encrypted. Like,
Hmm.
if I had, I need some equipment. Like right now, as I'm sitting here, um, yeah, I need like an intrusion program or something. I mean, I got something, but it's not here. It's like I got to go get it.
Ask her, is there a way that she can try to get some background information on this dude? Is there anything about this dude in the world of the wide web? Is there any information on this guy? Anything? I want like an address.
What
Uh,
what what guy?
the dude that's talking to Kima, showing.
Handsome Jack?
Yeah.
Um, she's like, I could try to do that, but I don't know. target number on this is going to be a 21.
Dang.
All she needs is a 16.
Whoops. Wrong one. God dang it. That's what happens when you have two computers.
Oh,
She says, okay. So this guy's name, his real name is Jack Hanley, and it looks like he's wanted like everywhere. Like this fool. I mean, he's like number one on the list. Like,
Is he currently wanted right now?
yeah. But it's weird though, because there's no agency that's actually actively like there's no active warrant for his arrest. Like he's just wanted. He's wanted for several crimes. I guess he's being accused of like a number of atrocities. These crimes are like, I mean, brigandage. They still use the term brigandage. Like, I mean, this might be this. You know what? This file might this might be not real. This might not be. You know what? Let me see if I can do some deeper searching. Hold on a second, because this doesn't sound right. So she starts like messing around. Dude is like, now the only thing I want to make a point about this fine specimen of a person. Here she is doing her neighborly duty, taking care of wayward orphans. And he's like, what's that right there? And he points down to the bottom of the screen. You see like it looks like maybe like the hood of a vehicle. He says, I wonder. Let's kind of scroll, and he like kind of moves the camera a little bit so you can see. It's like this. It's like a black vehicle with tinted windows, and the passenger side, which is the side where, because like basically it's her on her stoop on the street, and the kids coming out of out of her apartment building, and then the car is parked right there, like on the curb, like like on the sidewalk or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The window goes down, and you can see like the barrel of a gun, like a silenced, probably some kind of like submachine gun or something like that. He's like, is that what I think that is? That looks like
Hey,
it.
ask Shiva, can she locate the phone number for old girl?
For the person on the camera.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't even know who the hell that is. Like, how would I do that?
We heard her name Janet or something. Something Janet.
Janet.
And something about an orphanage. Look up
She's
Janet
like,
at an orphanage. Look up all the
like,
orphanages. Look for a Janet.
she's like, I'll try. Let me see what I can do here. Target numbers are
Good old
13.
boy is like, if this is a joke, it's not funny.
She's like, shit.
that thing's rolling a lot of ones.
Dude.
That's crazy.
He's like,
I look at old boy. I'm like, what is your point?
man,
She
the
has
world.
nothing to do with you or me.
He puts the thing away. Man, the world we live in, bro, so harsh. And he just goes back to smiling. Barkeep, top my man off. So,
you obviously know what's going on, and you have approximately 5 seconds to tell me what that was about, or they're going to be scraping you off the paint bit.
he literally gets up from the bar and goes and sits next to somebody else and starts talking to him like you didn't say shit. And so Jericho is saying to you, he's like, so ultimately we're just dealing with consequences here.
I'm sorry, hold on 1 second. I wave over to the bartender. So can I get you guys get any pale ales here?
She's like, yeah.
Please.
She walks over, the troll lady walks over and hands you a pale ale.
Right on.
And I'm looking at old boy. It's like, consequences for what?
So the guy is like, so You were contracted to do something, which you did. I can't really fault you for your part of this. And I'm not quite sure exactly what your involvement is with the part of this that went wrong.
What went
Because
wrong?
the thing that I see that has occurred here is there was loss of life that was completely unnecessary and not
And
really
totally did not have
and not
nothing to
part of
do
the
with us.
program.
And totally didn't have nothing to do with us. We did what we were supposed to do, and we were supposed to get compensated, which we did not.
I'm not sure. I was talking to you. I'm not sure what's going on with your man back here, but you might want to consider.
I got.
Oh, I didn't know. Hold on, time out. I didn't know he was talking to him.
No, he was talking to like they're at a table together.
Oh, okay, got you.
I thought
you,
so. I thought you just got hot because you was mad. It was like, hey man, what up? Hey, man.
no, wait a minute. No, I'm staring him down. I'm not moving, but I'm staring him down. I'm trying not to act like a hothead, and Orin, you're baiting me. That's not true. I'm trying to stay out of character, but you baiting me.
So
because the old
Come
king
and get him.
would have slapped him upside the head by now.
You gotta come and get him.
Say, pardon me, Jericho, but what did you contract us to do? Just so we're clear.
I contracted you to locate an individual, which you did, and then to contact Mr. Jack,
which we did.
Which you did. And I believe that was pretty much all you were contracted to do.
Yeah.
So what I don't understand is the whole bloodbath thing.
I think you have to take that up with the guy who you were contracted to do whatever he had to do because, I'm sure you got a hold of us for a reason that you knew our reputation and you knew we do a good job, which we did again. And so I'm sure this is not your only point of business that you've made with people in the past. And I'm sure this is not your first time having interactions like this. And so being that we're business people and you're obviously a business person yourself, if you want to continue contracting with us, I would just appreciate a prompt payment so we just get on our business. And if you ever need us again, we will happily oblige. But it seems like you're threatening us in this manner right now, and it's not very much appreciated.
So,
hey, I'm gonna go sit at that table. I'm gonna go sit right at the table right next to you. I'm like, hey, we're gonna pretend. Let's pretend like nobody in here knows what the heck you're talking about. Fully explain what it is that you're talking about.
So, okay. I don't normally handle business like this, but okay. So, just to make sure that we have all of this clear, you're telling me that you had nothing to do with what happened at the scene.
Well, in the fact that we brought Jack there, then yes, because that's what we were supposed to do in the first place. The bloodbath, I'm against. So as far as that's concerned, if I would have known that would have happened, we would have had this conversation ahead of time. And the bloodbath would have been avoided. But I had no idea this was going to happen.
So Jack walks over to the table and he whispers something in Jericho's ear. And then he goes back to where he was sitting and talking.
Hey, first of all, Jack, what the hell are you doing? This stupid crap. Why don't you sit down and have a conversation? Since it seems like your ass is the reason why we're sitting at this table and why we had a bloodbath today.
Jack, as he walks back to the table, he listens to you and goes, shh, with that fucked up grin. With that fucked up Joker ass grin.
No. Sit down, Jack. Like, who do you think you are? Like, sit your butt down. We're doing business right here. We're trying to get paid. You're trying to get paid. Let's do this.
So the guy, the old guy, reaches into his jacket.
Old guy? Who's old guy?
Jericho, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I failed to mention it. He's an older human. I think
Okay.
I said that, but I can't remember if I did or not. But just so you know, he's like an older guy.
Okay.
So he reaches into his jacket. He pulls out an actual paper file, which is like, most people, they don't deal with papers no more. Like, this is like some really old school style stuff, right? So he slides the file folder over towards you,
Check it
and
out.
and so it's
Share it with my man.
basically
Share it over to Emmett.
it's your old criminal record.
Oh, hold on. We don't need to know about all that.
Man.
Why
So
do you got to bring up my past?
So it's your old criminal record, and there are some things that are like Sharpie, like black lined out.
Blacked out.
But there's a lot of stuff in there that's still incriminating as hell, And so dude says, I just want to make sure that
Oh no, I have something really
this
similar
person
to that.
here,
Battle axes. I got something really similar to that.
huh?
I got something really similar. I pull out one of my axes, put it on the table. This is something really similar to what you just put out there. This piece of paper you just gave me is a threat, and so is that right there. If we don't get payment, we're not doing business no more.
He says, let me make sure I understand this, because what I'm seeing right now at the other side of the table is a reflection of what's on that paper. That piece of paper is what explains why there was a bloodbath. Unless you're telling me something else.
Okay.
What you're telling me and what I see here and what I see now explains everything.
Okay. Is Jack by us?
And Jack is in the back, dude, cheesing his ass off, dude.
I'm like,
cheesing his ass off.
Jericho, check it out. I'll be right back. 1 minute. I'll walk straight over to Jack.
And I get up too.
Take. And as he's coming over, I say, just keep a distance. Keep a distance.
All right.
Hold on.
All right.
I'll walk straight up to Jack.
Okay.
I'm on his ear.
Damn face. Nose to nose. Jack, what are you doing here, bro?
What am I doing?
Come on, man. We had a deal here, and I'm sitting here talking to this dude, and he's making some kind of threats like we did something wrong. And you know what went down there? We did our job and left, and we set you up for a good job. Let you do your thing, and we were supposed to be done here, man. And this asshole over here is talking all kinds of trash. And it's like him got some little thing going on where you're speaking in his ear, being all secretive and stuff. Come on, man. Can we be cool? Because I mean,
Jack stands up and says, "Hold on, brother. Hold on. This is getting a little bit far to the left, I think. Okay."
I agree. It was like that when we came in here with this asshole sitting down here like he owns the place.
He says, "Let's clear this up. Okay, let's clear this up. Come on, go back to the table. I'm coming to the table.
Thank you."
So now wait. Now, Emmett, you're still sitting at the table with Jericho, right?
Yep.
And Kima, you're just standing sort of like not at the table, but sort of like near the table.
Right.
Okay. So you come back and you take your seat at the table. Jack walks up behind Jericho and slits his throat.
That's what I figured was going to happen.
Jack takes the knife and puts it on the table. Well, that's wrapped up. See you guys. And starts walking out.
I kick him smooth in the head.
First,
you kick Jack in the head?
I'm looking around for cameras.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Actually.
Well, here's the thing. The cameras here are not connected to the city. So you don't have to worry about that. But, like, you're sure that there's a security camera here just because, in general, like, who would have a place like this out in the cut without some kind of something,
I'm going to try to get really close enough to this dude. Doesn't look like I'm patting him down, but I'm patting him down. I need our...
Hey, tell Gunner, go to the bartender and ask her politely to delete that footage off of the security camera.
Okay.
This dude needs to have some money on him.
The whole thing today never happened, Gunner. The whole day. I don't care. The part before we even came up in this motherfucker. The whole day disappeared, Gunner. Today the security cameras had a problem.
Okay.
It is now May 21st.
So Gunner goes over, and the bartender is like, "Oh man, come on, look, I don't want no trouble. Like, look, cameras, look, okay, here's the tape, dude. Like here's the footage or whatever, dude. Like, just I'm not trying to I don't want to get beat up. Like just we're good."
I'll take the tape. I get it. He ain't got no hands.
I'm looking dead at Tim. What are we doing about Jack?
I'm trying to see if he has any money on him.
Oh no, he's talking about
Jack?
Jack. He's talking about
Jack.
Jack walked out. Jack is like
Jack. He can do his thing. Like, I'm acting like that dude doesn't even exist.
All right. So this dude, the old dude, he's got a heavy revolver. A heavy revolver that's actually set up with a smart link, so that if you actually had a smart gun link, you would get the benefits of it being a smart gun. So basically, it's a heavy revolver smart gun.
Okay.
And it's a revolver. The bullets are so large that the chamber only holds 4.
Wow.
So it's like north, south, east, west type. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it.
Oh my Lord.
Like this thing is like super heavy.
I'll put that on the table. Just anything that doesn't pertain to me, just here you go, guys.
He has a small black device that's like a pager, and that device has a red light on it that's flashing, like that's going like flashing repeatedly. He has.
And you know what this is?
He has a. It's the equivalent of like your identification, like if you were going in and out of a city or whatever, like your passport. But your passport is basically like it's like a cell phone, like it's a cell phone like device. But it also your passport is also it's like everything, just like your entire life. Like it's like uh your it's got all your apps and stuff that you use, like whatever kind
Mhm.
of stuff you use. It's basically a cell phone, but it's used for everything, including identification and like if you need to pay for something, you would like use your phone to pay for it. It's like that kind of thing. But I'll say uh, what can I call this thing? It's like a personal. It's a PDA. It's locked though, so obviously it has to be locked because this dude's life is on this thing. You know what I'm saying? So like
Mhm.
Ask Shiva if she can hack into it.
she says, I definitely would need a piece of equipment to even start getting into this kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean I could do it, but well, unless this thing is like super encrypted or something. But I mean like, who is this guy? This guy is like just some guy, right?
Let's take this stuff back to your house. Is there anything, any stuff on him? Any tech stuff, information,
It's a
holding?
weird black pager type thing with a red light that's flashing.
Does he have any wallets?
The wallet is the PDA. That's what I'm saying. Like the PDA is like your new everything.
So, hey, we got to make sure whoever that assassin is waiting outside for Janet gets the message to leave, and then we got to get into this thing. We got to get into this because we got to figure out why the hell are we getting held up for a bloodbath.
Okay, how far is Janet's house?
Now, oh man, it's gonna
But she
take
was
you a
at the
minute.
orphanage. Hey, she was at the orphanage.
Yeah, how
Inside
far
the
is
mega
it?
city, you guys got to get back inside this town. Like you guys are not close. I mean, I'm not saying you guys are. The town is like less than a mile away. But once you get into town, you got to get from like the checkpoint, the wall, into the city wherever she's at. And mega cities are like, like big, huge areas. They're like,
Huge, yeah.
they're like
Do
counties.
we all
He was just trying to flex. I think that's
do we
all.
all have communication devices? Do we have phones, radios, so we can holler at each other if we're not next to each other?
Everybody has the equivalent of like this PDA thing. Like everybody should have a very basic one, if that. But like,
Shiva,
yeah.
Shiva, take this thing back to your house. Gunner, go with her because I don't want to make sure she don't get followed. If she
Now
does,
these
she needs some
fools live in the
protection.
outlands.
Huh?
Shiva and Gunnar live in the outland. They can't even coming back in town.
Hey, well, I'll figure out how to get him back in town, but we got to get this girl off the fucking radar. We got to get this target off this girl back, and Shiva needs equipment. I live
Do
out there
I
too,
know
so I
of
don't
her
even.
number?
I mean, I don't know where to get her equipment. I'm pretty sure if she was like me in real life, if she was like Emmett will have all his stuff at his house. I could do everything I can do at my house. So I'm saying, Shiva, go back to your house, work on this, call me, because we got to figure out how to get to this lady. I'll figure out how to get to. We'll just comb all the orphanages.
Well,
We'll
Wait a
just
minute.
comb all.
Do I have
wait,
I
wait.
have Janet's number?
No, you guys know where. Okay, I'll say you specifically know where the orphanage is.
Right.
You don't necessarily have her number anymore because you don't necessarily you never had her numbers per se. She took care of
Mm-hmm.
you when you was little, but like as a grown person, like you lost touch with her. So she's like, but you know where she is. Like you can always go to where she's at. Like you saw the picture, she's still in the same neighborhood. Like she ain't left. You just have to get there. That's not even a. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just that you have to get there. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so how long would it take us to get?
It might take you like maybe about an hour.
Are you
Okay,
guys
so
sure that he
so
wasn't
now
just flexing on what he could do and not necessarily what it's gonna do?
can we take that chance?
What's his motivation for that?
Can we take?
We
I
don't
mean,
know. That's the problem.
that's why I need Shiva to open up that PDA to see what the hell he talking about. But in the meantime, while she fixing on that, we got to go get this target off this girl back.
Yeah.
And see, they talking about it's gonna take an hour. Man, we don't have no Uber, rocket ship, subway,
No, that's what I'm saying.
horse.
That's with you guys taking like transportation inside like once you get inside the city, you guys can get transportation to get there. But again, like it's like imagine say you are okay, like say for example, let's say you are South Lake Tahoe, but she lives in the Bay Area. Like you got to get to her. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, once you get like into California, you can get transportation to get to the Bay Area, but you're like you're at the border. You know what I'm saying? Like you get to the border, you cross the border, and then once you're inside the city, you guys can get like a air cab or something or whatever, and just like fly over there real quick.
Hey, you said there.
But it's gonna take about an
We had
hour
the.
though. Still,
You said we had the guard transports and stuff coming in and out the city, right? So,
previously, yes, you did.
so there's got to be transports or something still going in the city.
That's what I'm saying. Like once you get into town, you can just
No,
get
I'm just trying to get from where we are now. I'm trying to get the transport lined up so we can. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what's the normal mode of transportation from here to the city.
oh, so something like that.
'Cause I mean,
You can
if it was if it was a Lake Tahoe situation, I get on the airplane. But I'm not thinking the airplane is like cool right now.
So when you guys got here, like basically Jack had like a Jeep or something that you guys drove from the wall to here. But Jack just took off. Now the old dude, Jericho, he might have had some kind of vehicle outside parked somewhere. But you don't know because
Yeah.
you guys when you guys got here, he was already here.
Let's
Who
go
got a
outside and take a
Keys
look.
or nothing on?
Like dude had to get here somehow, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go outside and
Okay,
see what he
I'm gonna
got.
look outside.
So there are a number of vehicles outside, and Jack's Jeep is gone, and Jack is gone. Uh, there are a number of vehicles outside. One of the vehicles is like it's like a makeshift Mad Max pickup truck type vehicle. You know that belongs to the bartender. And then um, there's another vehicle that looks kind of like a armored Humvee kind of vehicle that it looks a little too brand newish and clean to be an Outlander vehicle. I'll put it that way.
Well, I guess we found old boy's vehicle. Now, is there anybody inside of it?
Hey, but
Doesn't look like
hold
it.
for,
No.
wait. Dig in the dude pockets, because I mean, does he have keys?
Um, he does not seem to have keys to this vehicle, but his PDA could potentially unlock the vehicle though.
We gotta unlock this fucking PDA, man. We gotta unlock this PDA.
Well, old girl's on her way. She's like, but they're on foot. Gunner and Shiva are on foot. They're walking towards where she kicks it.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go with them.
All right,
We gotta unlock this fucking PDA.
all right. What y'all going together?
Yeah,
Might as well.
we'll go with him. Because I'm splitting up.
All right.
I knew I should have killed him. I knew I should have, but this is what I get for not acting on my first impulse.
So you guys take a walk. You guys basically go to this area outside of town that's kind of like it's like kind of a junkyard. Old girl has like a little makeshift sort of like a shipping container turned into like a little dwelling or whatever. She sort of jump starts this like little generator type thing or whatever, and she pours some kind of fluid or something inside the generator to keep it going. And then she starts powering up some of her stuff. And she's like, this I don't know how long this is gonna take. I'm gonna try to get this done as fast as possible. So, whoops. First thing she does.
Fail. Oh,
So this is gonna be 15 or better.
Thanks for the optimistic outlook there, Kima.
Nope, she got that. All right, so
ah.
she basically she like logs into this software, this intrusion program or whatever that she's using to upload into the PDA thing. She says this is gonna take about probably like 10 or 15 minutes.
All right, let's see what we can see.
So she's doing that. It's uploading, and then that fool Gunner is just basically just walk. He's like outside pacing back and forth.
I'm like, do you have a restroom here?
She's like, yeah, pretty much anywhere. Just don't do it inside this part. Just anywhere out there.
So the answer is the restroom is everywhere but within the wall, within the door.
Yeah.
I go to a secluded area, I like away from everybody, and I just like pray. I was gonna pray about what just happened. I was asking God, like, I'm sorry about all that. I don't know what went on, and I just do that. Not quite comfortable praying around people yet because I'm a new, you know what I'm saying?
Do you feel just a smidge guilty in a way, just because like it wasn't necessarily your intention to have Jericho get his throat slit. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't part of the program. Like you really deep down inside was hoping that y'all could sit down and talk about this. But then some part of you knew that was going to happen and you didn't do anything about it. It makes you feel like a little guilty, like shit, like
For real.
a little coldness. But what's done is done. It's like spilled milk.
All right, I know one thing. That little punk, handsome Jack is gonna get jacked. Time I see him.
So old girl's looking at the pager thing, and she's like, "So this was on the old guy, on his person."
Yeah.
She says,
"Yeah, it was."
She smashes it.
What are you doing?
She says, think about this for a second. You're some kind of rich person, whatever. Obviously, you're into some shady, dark stuff, right? You go out into the middle of nowhere to meet with some people who haven't got paid for doing something that you asked them to do. You are somewhat threatening these people, and you don't have any visible backup with you, but you have something that's got like some kind of beacon or something on it. I mean, I don't know what this thing is, but I don't trust it. Like,
Good point.
Look, I understand that. I mean, in my grand expectation, I thought that you would like maybe pop it open and be able to tell us something. I mean, yeah, he obviously came with no security because he probably felt that threatening the other lady, threatening Janet, was probably going to be protection enough. Yeah, he kind of came in lightweight, but in the interim, she still got a target on his back, and the only way for we could get that target off of her is to figure out what's in this thing that you just smashed into a million pieces.
well, not the
So I mean,
PDA, not the PDA, the little pager thing.
oh, I thought the PD, I thought she smashed the PDA. Oh yeah, you can smash the shit out of that shit. I'm just trying to get in the PDA.
Yeah, no. The PDA, no, we're still working on that.
Oh
Although
yeah.
you do realize that if this thing gets unlocked, it could possibly like let somebody or something know where we are at this point. You
Then
do
let's get
realize
the
that.
hell out of your house.
Well, we can also pretty much throw our lives away because we done moved the little beacon thing with us too, and also just thinking nasty out of the box here. Uh, maybe you smashing the beacon might have told the other person, "Up, we're not getting no signal from him, so it's okay to go." Da 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 da. So I'm like, I'm trying to pretend that this guy is still alive a little bit.
She's like, I'm gonna have to leave this place as soon as this thing gets unlocked. Like we're out of here.
I
Like we're
dig it.
not
I
we're not
dig it.
we're not staying here.
Do what you
Or
gotta
or
do.
or y'all can stay here. I'm out of here.
Do what you gotta do. Just help us get this target off this lady's back. We'll figure it out later. Just help us get that.
And help us figure out why the heck we haven't got paid yet.
So the
If he was the dude that's paying us, man, I think we have to wait a little bit longer now, don't you think?
Just a wee bit.
she says, "Are you sure that he was the one that was threatening that lady?"
Actually, don't know. Jack was the one who got me the footage. Jack was the one who whispered in his ear, "We need to find Jack."
She's like, in 5 minutes, I'm walking out of here. She starts grabbing a bunch of random stuff. So you finish praying. Um, you are walking back and you see Gunner, and Gunner's like looking up in the air.
I look up.
What's going on, Gunner?
He's like, "What is that?"
What's up?
Perception.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Everybody,
Something found us.
Anybody who wants to know.
13.
13.
So,
You got what? -1 on perception. So that's a 12.
I don't even know. Perception -1, yeah.
George at a -1.
uh,
Anthony Parker's at a +1.
oh, I got a +1.
Yeah.
Oop. Wait a minute. Was I supposed to put a space under the?
That should have came out.
Hmm.
How come?
Maybe there's no space?
Oh, is it /R? I think it's /R.
/ R.
Slash R, yeah.
Oh, it's /R. /R.
Space 1d20 +1.
Reminds me of the old World of Warcraft days.
You know what I'm saying?
Put them in all those names.
There you go.
Okay. You see it? Mr. Jor?
I'm just gonna play like I don't know what y'all talking about.
Oh, you're not going to try?
Nope. Sure not. Nope.
So there is something flying towards you guys, rocket-like at a high rate of speed.
Let's go!
Gotta flip. Hey, y'all, we need to get out of here. Let's go now.
I said running.
Boom, boom, back. Get scat.
Missile.
Hey, do we start out with those weapons?
Yeah, whatever you got.
I am dragging whoever is not moving right away.
All right.
We're getting out of here. Just
So
I'm gonna try and fire a sniper rifle. Use my sniper rifle to try and smash, pop a couple shots at it.
you got a sniper rifle?
I think. Let me see.
No, you
Hold
have a
on, hold
longbow,
on.
sir. You asked for a
I'm
longbow.
sorry. I'm looking at the wrong sheet. I'm sorry.
Please tell me you are not going to try and shoot a meatball with an arrow.
You have sniper training, but remember, you asked for a bow. You didn't want a sniper rifle.
That's right. I sure did.
Yes. Now, see, when I give you stuff, you're best to take it. Okay.
Meow, meow, meow.
So Emmett gets dragged out.
So you guys are all running. So basically, Shiva grabs a PDA and disconnects it before it finished because you guys still had 5 minutes or maybe 3.5 minutes, and you guys started hauling ass.
Meow, meow, meow.
The missile type thing basically fires a whole bunch of smaller missiles and just blankets the junkyard. And so
that boy got on the Robotech missile.
Yes. So here's the deal.
We got hit by a jet.
Reflex save. Everybody has a reflex.
Reflex.
You can either let me roll against your reflex saves, or you guys can roll against me with the bonus that you would get for reflex. So in George's case, it'd be a +2. In Morg's case, it'd be a +5. Ooh.
So wait a minute now. You got save equals 10 plus half the level plus the movement rate.
Yes.
So 10 plus half my level, which is 1, is 10 and a half.
No. So here's the thing. If I roll against you, I'm rolling against your save, your target number, where you don't roll nothing, and I just roll to see if you save or not, basically. So it's like armor class in a way.
So you got to beat a 15 for me, right?
Yeah, I got to beat a 15 for you, beat a 12 for Emmett, beat a 13 for
Me.
Akima. Or I'll roll a roll, and then you guys each individually roll, and you can just add the reflex modifier, which is
Plus
only
10.
it's just your movement. The 10 you get as a base number if I'm rolling against you. It's like you're naturally able to. You like if you're in combat, you're not going to be stupid enough to just stand there and let somebody hit you. So passively, I'm rolling against your save. Or if you feel like you want to active roll, if you want to participate and be like, I want to be in charge of my own fate, you just get the bonus from that. The bonus from that is just
plus
your
3.
movement. Yeah.
Yeah, my movement
is just my movement.
It's just your movement. So if you let me roll, you're going to say, I'm going to get at least a 10 because I'm getting half of the die roll plus my movement, and I'm just putting it in the hands of faith or whatever, that I'm not going to get hit. Or you're like, nah, I'm taking fate in my own hands. I'm going to roll. I might get something higher than the 10. I might get something lower than the 10. But I'm not even going to take the 10. I'm going to roll and then just use the modifier.
I'm going to let you go against my save, dude.
Yeah. Me too.
I'm going to take the hard road. I want to own my own fate.
Okay. So let's do Emmett and his fate first real quick.
So I'm going to try and roll a 15 or higher.
No. Not in that 15. You just want to beat my roll, period. But you get a +2.
But you said my movement comes into play.
You're going against his roll, Emmett.
Yeah, but he said my movement comes into play somewhere because he said normally it's just a 10.
Your movement is your modifier.
Yeah.
So you get a plus something.
You get a +2.
So I get a +2. Okay, yep. I get it. Okay, I get a +2. Okay, go.
Bro.
Oh my Lord. May God have mercy on your soul.
I'm just gonna be hollering, "Help me, Jesus!" and I'm just gonna jump.
Uh-oh. I rolled a 7. Oh!
That's fate. That, my friends, is
Whoa,
fate.
that was fate, bro. Oh my God, no save for Mr. Williams. Now, for the rest of you guys,
What the heck is that?
Son of a gun.
All y'all
You had
eating
a
it.
+4. You didn't say you had a +4.
Oh shit!
All y'all eating it.
Whoa! You didn't say you had a +4.
All y'all are eating it. All of us. Welcome to Hey Yo.
Did anyone else hear him said he had a +4?
That ain't even
Welcome to Hey
right.
Yo.
I didn't say what plus I had. I just said I'd be rolling against your target number. I didn't tell you what I was rolling against your
That's
target
gay
number.
as hell.
That is boo
But that's what I
T.
rolled. That's what I rolled against Emmett. I rolled the same thing against Emmett.
That is boo T.
That it just so happened that Rolls decided, hey, screw you guys.
All right.
That is boo T. Roll 20 has gotten. I'm going to give it -5 stars.
I'm not a fan of Roll20.
Why
I'm
not?
not a fan of Roll 20 at all.
Why not? What's
Why don't
wrong?
we just put our look? I got a bag of dice right here. Why don't we
What?
just start rolling?
Oh heck no!
I'll put my camera down and be like, "Look at this."
I can't see nothing. I can't see nothing.
Can't
Like I see the mountains.
Can't see nothing.
I only see the mountains.
You got to turn off your background.
Embrace
Oh, yeah,
this chase.
yeah.
Embrace this place, buddy. Embrace this
We
place.
taking this pip slap. We got
I'm
hit
taking
by some
this.
rockets.
No, that's right.
So,
I'm
We
taking.
got hit by some freaking rockets.
This is what's gonna have happened, right? Because I don't think nobody's wearing no armor.
Yeah, I am. Bump you. I got armor.
Do you?
Not very good armor, but I got armor.
Do you got armor?
Yes, I have a protect vest. Thank you very much.
Sure do.
I have armor. Bump that.
You had armor. You had armor. Okay. My goodness.
You say about junk gold?
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure that the protect vest.
Now remember, we're only level 1, so we only get that level 1 damage.
Level 1 damage.
Yeah, don't be trying to hey. Don't be like, well, the people that's against you is like level 100 because they're a conglomerate. Don't be trying to do all that. We level 1.
The man shot us with rockets.
We get that full fireball AOE at level 1.
He shot us with Patriot missiles.
No, they're not Patriot missiles.
No, I'm being sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic when I say that. But we still got hit with rockets.
But I'm just saying, man. I'm saying we got hit with level 1 rockets, like fireworks.
No, a level 1 rocket is a bottle rocket. That junk wasn't no bottle rocket.
Yeah, because we level 1. We gotta have a chance.
No, he carpet bombed us with missiles.
That roll we made.
He ain't giving us no chance.
We can't. Y'all should have. I told y'all. At least you would feel so much better because you tried. Y'all sat there just like, I think my number is gonna help me. I'd have never.
But it didn't work for either one of us. So.
Just because we wasn't brave, don't harp on us. Because
I already
already had a history of already giving you ones.
It's better to die on your feet than live on your knees.
our Morg got mashed, so I want to.
I'll drink to that.
So
Morg got mashed.
So here's the deal.
We did.
Tim's still rolling his dice. I can still hear him on the background. Listen to him.
Oh yeah.
You guys, the whole area, of course, lights up. The whole area lights up.
He's decimated.
And you guys black out. You guys black out. It hurts. It hurts a lot. Okay.
I haven't heard that one in a minute.
You do wake up, however. You do wake up. and it smells like barbecue.
Oh.
And
So familiar. So familiar.
So how
Oh.
many hit points do we have left?
Shiva and Gunnar are completely vaporized.
Oh my
Woo!
god!
Your armor is not even. There's nothing to speak of as far as your armor is concerned. Your armor is
So
gone.
go ahead and erase my armor. It's gone.
You guys are alive, all of you. Well, you three. But it hurts. It hurts a lot. And as you look around you, there is quite a bit of decimation. And there's a drone.
There's a drone.
Yes.
Tim, I'm right with you.
Excuse me. Nah, man. I don't see that nowhere in the Bible.
Still a sinner. And the Bible says, "Come as you are."
It also says, "Thou shalt not murder." But guess what?
I'm under grace, so I'm locked.
Oh, you under the New Testament.
I'm under pressure.
you under that New Testament line. That look like your name. Yep. You ain't worried about grapes.
Grace, baby. That's what New Testament's all about.
Bump that. If I live through this, we going back to the old school Testament. Fire, brimstone, lightning, thunder, pillar of fire, and smoke.
that never went away.
So
tooth for a tooth.
There is this strange bird. It is.
Uh,
If you say a parrot, I'm gonna slap you through this dang
No, not
video.
a parrot. No, it looks more like a. It looks more like a falcon or eagle or something bird of prey.
Okay, it look
cool. It is. The coloring of it is very vibrant. It's like red, orange, and yellow. And this bird is basically sitting on top of like some charred remains of something.
That was probably good.
The drone basically like starts to scan the bird, and the bird just sort of looks at the drone, and the drone chops the shit out of it. I mean, it just bird explodes. You see feathers go flying all over the place.
And we gotta get out of here before it happens to us again.
Oh, damn. If we move this, it will trick us.
The drone sort of scans the little area, kind of, and then it flies off. A few minutes after that, there is a burst of flame right where the bird died. And as the flame goes out, the bird is sitting there as like a little smaller bird, like a little chick.
Oh, great. It's a phoenix.
That little chick tries to fly away, but because it's a chick, it doesn't really make it. It just sort of like falls and it just tumbles.
Where are we at?
And just starts trottling. It just trottles off.
Where are we at? Are we still in the same place?
Now, when that burst of fire occurs, the heat from that flame, it felt really nice and warm. And
where
soothing.
Are we at?
You guys are still in Outland.
It don't sound like we in
camp. So instead of the escape dog, we get the escape phoenix.
So you are all at 50% of what your health would be, whatever that is.
Hey,
from
hey, go catch that little bird.
You go grab it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's like a little chick. It's like a little red, orange, and yellow chicken.
Yeah, your little ass hanging out with us for a second. I'm putting this little chicken in my little pocket. That's what I'm about to do.
All right, you pocket the little chicken thing.
I'm surprised you got pockets.
Well, you still got pockets ish. It's little foot hanging out the bottom.
How in the world do I got pockets?
You're not butt naked. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying?
Stop being greedy, Kima. Shoot, you got the protect vest.
Not anymore. I mean, that's gone. That's gone. That took damage.
I got it no more.
Oh well, tried.
All right.
So now,
So somebody came after us with a freaking gunship. What the heck?
and to make
Now,
matters worse,
oh really? Worse.
Shiva got vaporized.
And so did the PDA.
Shiva had the PDA.
Is there? I mean, is she like totally vaporized? Like there's only ashes. There's nothing left. Like I
No,
can sift through.
her body is charred. It's there.
Does she have a PDA in her hand or
It's fused
anything?
to her hand. Yeah.
Oh my God, this poor girl. Oh, fuck. Uh, sorry, Shiva. Say a little prayer, ritual, do a little ritual, whatever, and then just trying to take her hand off and the PDA, stick that in the pocket.
Dang. So,
Hey, it's that's the law of the Outlands,
Yeah.
baby. We gotta keep pushing.
yeah. All right.
We gotta keep pushing.
Is there anything around that I can dig with so I can bury these people's bodies?
I don't think we got time for all that.
Yeah, I mean, you could dig. Yeah.
We need medical attention ourselves. Where's the doctor?
I don't think we got time for all that. I just don't think so.
Well, I put them underneath something, man. Put them underneath something so they're not exposed to the elements and all that kind of stuff. Just kind of
Cover them.
a whole bunch of stuff over them or something.
All right. You cover them up.
We need medical attention. We need medical attention. Where's the hospital? Where's the doctor?
Hold on.
Boy.
All right. Can I remember? You said I had friends out here in the outback. Do I have any other friends?
In the outback, this ain't no Australia. We ain't hopping with kangaroos.
Do I have friends with transportation that might have transportation or access to transportation?
So you could theoretically talk to the troll chick if you guys go back to the last stand. Like I say, she's got a beater.
Fuck it, let's go.
All right. You, my friend, have wilderness survival.
Who?
Mr. George Rueck.
Who's that?
That
would be me. That would be me.
Okay, George. George boy.
So
I'm assuming it's not that far to the bartender since it wasn't too far to Shiva's house.
No, I was gonna say is you could use your wilderness survival to potentially locate something that could be used to treat your wounds. Potentially.
Let's do it. Let's make that a thing.
Wilderness survival.
Wilderness survival is +6. Choo choo. Choo choo.
Choo choo chugga chugga.
Oh God. Serious? Wow.
Maybe it's the color of my dice. Let me change the color.
So on to your troll friend. On to the last stand we go.
What happened with hit points? Burnt and bleeding all over the place.
Let me get rid of this. Change this into this. So, you guys get back to the last stand, and it looks like the last stand has been perforated.
What the?
Uh, more than likely, a large armored vehicle fired several shots into the general direction of the last stand and have left large perforations throughout the exterior of the building.
What the bloody hoo-ha is going on?
Let me go inside and see how bad it is. Any bodies?
Um, so it looks like there were a couple of fatalities, probably from like large bore, like caliber, like arms being fired into this thing.
Ooh.
And then it looks like potentially some type of incendiary devices were used to finish off whoever was not like basically like destroyed by the heavy caliber firearms. So,
Are there any shell casings?
uh, well, no, because I think like if correct me if I'm wrong. If a tank or something like that were to fire into a building, the shell casings from the tank don't come out of the tank; they stay inside the tank.
Correct.
Yes,
Yep.
so there would be no shell casings.
So no, there was no small arms fire inside the bar. It was all huge projectiles.
Now as far as that's concerned, there are, there are small casings that are burnt. So it implies that they were using incendiary rounds.
Are they smoking?
The little case. Oh no, not at this time. Everything is cool. Like this
I
happened.
pick up.
This happened hours ago.
Okay, so it's not recent, but it must have been after we left.
Yeah, probably, most likely.
Were there a lot of shell casings or a little?
Um, yeah, I wouldn't say it wasn't like an overabundance. Like it wasn't like Bonnie and Clyde, but like definitely a shootout. Like definitely a oh look, somebody's running this way, fire.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, does it insinuate the number of casings? If there was a lot of casings on the ground, it insinuates one of two things: either a lot of people or an automatic fire, a small arms fire.
Definitely automatic small arms fire, maybe from a handful of people. Maybe not necessarily like an army, but a squad, definitely.
But a squad.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're working on someone who is we're working with tactical, which tells me this
at least.
pro.
At least.
So who is sending pros after us?
That would be a good question. Roll a D20. Somebody. No modifiers.
$18.
Nice. You are able to recognize the bartender's body.
Dang.
It looks like she was just shot several times and was just like deaded. I mean, like she's got burn marks and stuff, but like the incendiary rounds didn't vaporize her like they did everybody else. Um, and she didn't get hit by the artillery fire, so her body is more or less intact. So, she, however, does have keys. She has keys to the bar and she has keys to her junker vehicle, which coincidentally has not been destroyed.
I snatched the keys. Now we can go to the city.
Since we have the opportunity to do so now, just making sure we got, does she have any weapons in here?
She has
Baseball bat. This is the Outlands. I know you got a little something tucked away.
She has
Ain't no
some
police out here like
some
that.
power weapons, but it looks like they may have been damaged in the fight.
One other thing, Oren.
Yeah.
Does it look? Are there any black burn marks that are large caliber? Kind of like black splashes.
Not really, no.
So, from the trajectory of all the holes, it doesn't look like stuff kind of blew up.
Yeah, like it looks like the artillery fire was like maybe like large armor piercing type. Like the shots probably like went in one wall and out the other. Like they probably like are out. Like the shells are probably out in the desert somewhere.
Oh, you talking about the projectile?
Yeah. But the incendiary shit is all like that's all just like whatever the incendiary shit hit, it burnt, mostly.
Dang it, we're talking. Oh, so it's not point detonation. Okay.
No.
So we're talking about you're talking about straight armor piercing.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's really telling me pros. I'm looking at Tim. What the heck did you get us into?
Man.
Dude, this is pro.
Dude.
This is professional. These are professional mercs, okay, with high-grade weapons. They sent armor-piercing rounds in a shack.
Well,
they obviously wanted to pepper this place.
I say move on to the next job.
Okay, no, there is not going to be a next job until we figure out who's trying to kill us. First, we get shot by rockets. Then we got armor piercing, high volume, high caliber rounds through a tin building.
It sounds like they were trying to clean up and try to figure out what was going on with. So the girl covered our steps. So they probably destroyed that building for that reason. Then when we went to that one spot, they blew that spot up because they thought we were there. And now if we go after them, we're definitely a target. But if we go away from them and start another mission, we could potentially live.
Do you obviously think there's going to be any more business for us if folks find out that somebody wants to kill us? We'll be blacklisted.
I don't think anyone's going to find out we're going to get killed.
There's only one piece of the puzzle that we have not checked yet.
What's that?
The orphanage.
I say we avoid the orphanage. That's just me. I mean, I'm down. So here's the thing. Okay. I believe in helping people now. Okay. But the thing is the way I read that the context in that conversation that you guys had there was that he was just trying to show how much power he had. I don't necessarily think that he was necessarily saying, I'm going to kill this girl. I think he was just basically saying, look what I can do. And then that's
okay. It. Tim, I mean,
Morg.
I forget your in-game name.
Morg.
Morg. No, that's not it at all. When you see the barrel of a gun pointed at somebody, you don't play around with it. He was going to use it. My only question is, one, how did he even know about her? This isn't something I talk about. One. Two, how in the world he knew to target that particular person at that particular time when we were at the bar. And three, and most important of all, we got to figure out how if she's even alive right now.
Mhm.
What
So-
you
Because
going
if
for?
she is, she might have some information for us. Okay,
What makes you think that though?
it's fairly obvious when you analyze everything.
I don't know. I think it was obvious that he was just trying to play a joke because he's crazy. That's what it looked like to me. Like
A joke is one
he
thing.
might have had a boner. Actually, it looks like he gets off on stuff like that. I wasn't looking down his pants, but
He probably does, but why on that? He had a whole lot of other people right close to him that he could do that for. This guy's wanted for so many different things that even law enforcement won't mess with him.
I mean, so how well do you know that person?
That person raised me
Yeah. When's the last time we had contact with that person?
a while ago.
Like a long time ago or recent?
Yes, since I was a kid.
So what would it benefit him? What would Jack benefit from doing something to her when, as far as he knows, you don't even care about her no more?
Okay, but see, here's the thing. He banked that I did.
He did, but
Hence, why would you bait somebody like that? That's baiting.
yeah, but so here's the thing. He did us a favor-ish, kind of, by killing that dude, Jericho or whatever his name is.
Before we get paid, huh?
Well, I mean, I don't know. We don't know what that guy was about to do. I felt threatened.
What are you making those wilderness survival checks for?
No, I was just testing the macro.
Oh.
See, I will tell you right now, something about this smells screwy, and if we ignore it, it's going to bite us in the butt.
Us?
Us.
Someone from your past is going to bite us.
We just got shot with missiles. Us.
Because we fooled around with those things that guy had. We took stuff off his person that was tracking us. I think that was the problem.
So, in other words, you didn't want to get paid.
Actually, if I'm truthful, I actually think they were trying to kill Jack.
Jack was nowhere near here.
But he was.
He left.
But they don't know that though.
Ugh.
I mean, think about it. They did missiles and all that kind of stuff.
All right, but why would Jack whisper in the old boy's ear?
And then
we there was a lot of time that expired between Jack taking off and then us moving around with the little beacon.
Uh-huh.
So my thought is that they were basically trying to do what we were trying to do, which is cover tracks. So the beacon was probably like I was telling Shiva. I was like, "Hey, if this beacon goes out, that's probably telling the bad guys something ain't right, and they got to move to phase 2, which I think they did."
Yeah.
So I don't even think it even had anything to do with Jack. I just really think it had to do with the protection strategy of Jericho. So,
okay, so that brings up the question: what should be our next move? I vote we go to the orphanage.
So on the one hand, if these guys are as quick as I think they are, I'm thinking we're going to go to the orphanage and get bad news. Secondly, though, we still need to know why they think that we're involved with some action that we were not privy to, because they think that we're some murderers. We did our job, and then right after the job, a bunch of people died, which they're still trying to pin on us. We need to clear our name, and we need to find out the truth and clear our name, because I don't know what they're talking about. We know what we did.
Okay, so how do we? Okay, what's the move?
Gotta figure out what's on this. Take out that charred ass hand. PDA.
Yo.
You know some folks?
Gotta make a few calls, see what's going on.
Let's get to it. But first, I think we better get the heck out of here.
What did we do with that tape?
This tape.
Yep.
Evidence that we didn't kill idiot dude.
Right? We're definitely gonna need that.
We don't know how deep down the rabbit hole goes. I mean, you seen they cleaned up the whole bar. We know everybody in the bar didn't kill him either.
So
Time to jump down the rabbit hole. Tally ho. My thing is, what's our first move? First, we got to see what's on this PDA. I say, start making some phone calls.
yeah.
Hey, old girl Jeep got a phone in it or a communication device of some sort?
Nah, dude, it's Road Warrior. It's Mad Max, dude. That shit is just a beater. Dusty beater.
The armored looking car that was outside, is it still outside?
Nah, that's hella gone.
Dang.
It was hella heavy though, right? It's not something you could just be like, oh, I'm just gonna pick this car up, put it under my arm, and then walk off with it, right?
Unless you're some kind of godly person.
I want to use my tracking skills to see if I can.
Did it roll away or was it blown up?
I want to use my tracking skill to see if I can see what direction that it went in.
Okay. Roll tracking. Your target number for this is going to be a 16.
Yeah.
Well,
Nope.
so basically, you have several tire tracks, so to speak, going in different directions. And you have like these tank trays that sort of smudge and smear everything. So like where you believe the armored car was, there's like a set of tank trays that roll right over that space. And then there's also this weird, it's like a giant square pattern, like a box or something.
A box.
Like maybe there was a building or something that got picked up or taken away or something. But it's
Oh snap!
but it's not quite as big as the building. It's like smaller than the building, but it's a large square shaped pattern in the sand on the ground in the parking area with all the other marks and stuff.
Do I remember what was sitting in that spot?
That shit might have got airlifted.
There was definitely not no building. It was definitely not no giant square rectangular shaped thing, which is what this shape implies.
We didn't went from Mad Max to Star Wars because I think that's a walker.
Well, it's only one. It's like that one square, and then everything else is like boot and tire tracks, tread marks.
This thing got boxed up. It got boxed up and lifted up.
Unless it landed, they got airdropped, and that was a box that it was carrying something like a tank.
If it was carrying a tank, the tank would have had to take off and left tank tracks. But if there's no tracks, and this thing got either went up or went down.
Well, the tank tracks actually go back towards the city.
That's where we got to go then.
Along with some other tire type marks.
Let's go in there. But I mean, what's our game plan going to be? Like, hey guys, did you guys see a big ass tank come in here a few minutes ago? Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I may have a couple of well, let's
go. Let's start it. Let's start it up. Hell yeah.
Information when we get there.
All right.
Hell yeah, boy. Let's start it up. Let's start it up.
You guys drive the beater back to the city walls. Like I say, it's only about half a mile, so it doesn't take that long to get there.
Any one of you guys have know how to do first aid or anything?
Crickets.
Crickets.
Like,
So
That was gonna be my first thing I was gonna try to start with learning, but yeah, we'll see how that works.
So you guys approach the checkpoint to get inside the city. There's hardly ever anybody who's trying to get inside the city, but it does look like the tank treads and the tire marks, everything leads up to here. The checkpoint is open. There's basically uh, several armed guards that are like posted up along the road that leads inside the city, and there's like a massive door, obviously, that keeps everything out. And so there's maybe 4 guards that are posted on the outside, and about maybe like 8 or 9 guards that are like on the inside. Uh, when I mean the inside, they're behind the wall, but they actually have the capacity to basically like they have portals. If they needed to shoot outside the wall, they could. So they could basically like shred anything that was like trying to try and run up on the wall, basically.
Okay.
The 4 guards are wearing like like heavy turtle shell environmental suits. So they're wearing like
Yeah,
this
baby.
super armor, like super thick armor. Because they're literally outside. So like if something were to jump off, they need the most protection. Like they're wearing the most protective shit because they're like literally outside the wall.
Do we see anything or anyone else, merchants or visitors, anything going in or out of this city?
Not a soul.
I wonder, I use Streetwise. Are they on lockdown?
Are they on lockdown? What do you mean?
I mean, if there's nobody going in and out of the city, that means there's no commerce. If there's no commerce,
No. I mean, people can go in and out. It's just right now at this very minute, there's like nobody going in and out, and it's not like people go out all the time. Like, in fact, rarely do people go in and out because it's dangerous. It's like,
oh, okay, gotcha.
but it's not to say
Do,
that you can't come in. I mean, it's not like
do we use ID when we normally go out in and
yes,
out
you
the
do.
city?
Yes, you do.
All right, let's
Yeah, let's go on
start
in.
it up. Let's start
Flash
it
the
up.
ID.
All right, you
Yeah, let's
guys.
flash some ID.
All right, you guys. Pull up to the guards. They of course they flag you down. Hold. State your business. You guys look like outlanders.
Point is, we still live here.
We just need a
Let's see those IDs.
we just need a shower. Show them the
You
ID.
guys pop out your PDAs. These
Yeah.
guys they pull out these they're almost like they're like clamps with like a trigger type thing and like this big huge like screen in the back or whatever. And so basically the 2 sides of the clamp sort of like hover over your PDA type shit. Uh, kind of like how you do that data transfer where you touch 2 phones back to back or whatever. And so they just
Mhm.
like they scan your shit. And this one says Anthony Park.
Yes,
You returning?
yes.
All right. Dude goes over. George Druack. You're returning?
Yep.
All right. Morg Mash.
Yep.
Hey, you got priors?
Yeah.
Show me the clear list on your identification. So there's like this special thing you got to do to prove that, like, yeah, I did some shit, but I served my time, like, whatever.
Show to him.
Dude scans that shit. He looks at you. What the hell happened to you?
What do you mean?
Well, you
Oh,
like stir fried
yeah.
shit.
So I guess this is what happens when you walk out in the outlands. I guess things just randomly just blow you up. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like that's what happened.
You out here causing trouble?
Dale, this is usually what I do to other people. This is not. I'm not looking for stuff like this.
Elbow him, elbow him.
Yeah.
Like this. That's the old me. This is not me. Like this is me being the victim.
Dude scans your thing again. The other guy, one of the other guards comes over. They start chopping it up. Dude sort of like, pat him like, man, come on, let this motherfucker go through. Like, hey, look here, Morg. I don't want to catch you causing no trouble inside the city. I'm putting a flag on your name for 30 days.
You listen to your boy right there.
I'm putting a flag on your name for 30 days.
Probably listen to him over there. I'll be praying for you. All right, Patrick. All right, Patrick.
You see a little thing pop up on your ID, a red flag. So
Patrick.
all that means is you're gonna get stopped extra long. And
thanks a lot, Patrick.
So for the next 30 days, if somebody has to check your ID, it's gonna take longer for you to do shit.
Say hi to SpongeBob, Patrick. Dirt.
Clear out.
I should go to one of the other guys. $100 says you can slap him upside the head.
Oh, hell no. All right, so you guys drive in.
Mm-hmm.
Guard just staring at you, dude, like mugging hell hard, dude. Dude takes his helmet off. He comes into the into the wall, takes his helmet off and mugs you as you drive away, dude. Like,
oh,
dang!
Is there a donut shop around?
Yeah, I mean, like maybe about 10 minutes away.
Oh. You go buy some donuts? Ain't that that is messed up. Okay, first we got to go.
And aren't you an orc? You're an orc too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, hella mugging, dude.
Do I have a? Nah, never mind. Is there a gift shop around? Anything?
Man, let's keep the crib and change clothes.
Store, yeah.
I'm gonna go there and get him a gift. I don't know, whatever. You know, like, here you go.
Dude, you go into this. There's it's like a sort of like a gift boutique kind of thing or whatever. And
what are you giving roses?
There's a mountain dwarf female, that's in there, and she's got this one particular area that's got like a bunch of like bookmarks that have prayers on them, and like little small like prayer guides, like different like gospel hymns and stuff like that or whatever, like on this like one particular wall thing or whatever.
Morg, you bet not.
I'm gonna grab something off there.
You bet not.
I want you to pick some random one.
All right.
I say what was that dude? Human or what was he?
He's human.
Oh, human.
Yeah.
I said, excuse me. Do you have anything that grumpy humans might enjoy?
Oh wow. Grumpy humans?
Grumpy security people, like the guy at the gate.
Oh, she's like,
come over here to our special grumpy security guard session. You'll find a lot of things over there on the wall.
Well, she says, on this particular wall, like, there's a prayer here, a prayer of protection.
Okay.
That might be something that would be kind of nice, like maybe.
I grab that.
I grab that.
Grab that, and you got anything to drink? Anything like anything? I'm sure he's probably not doing so well out there. Probably thirsty.
Buy that fool a Coke.
We have water. We have
Give me the biggest water you have.
Yeah. She gives you a liter of water.
All right, pay for it.
All right, you pay for that.
I get my butt out there and walk over to him, hand him the water, hand him the thing, and I want you to have a nice day. And I apologize for everything I said to you.
All right, roll. Ouch! Roll charisma, or charisma.
Charisma is a -2, baby. -2.
Hold up. I gotta see this.
Oh,
Dude, he slaps that water out your hand, dude. He's like,
Yeah.
well, you think this is gonna make a difference?
it's all good. All right. Have a good day.
I'm watching you. He takes the little prayer thing, he looks at it, he just flicks that shit across the street. I'm on
Pick
to
it
you.
up.
I'm
Walk
on
off.
to you. All right, you walk off.
Hey, roll a sense motive on Tim right now.
Yep.
As long as I feel good.
I roll a sense motive on old boy.
All right.
Let's see.
It's hard to tell, man. Maybe that was like a bullshit move to kind of fuck with dude's head. Maybe Tim was like being legit. You don't know, dude. Like, I'll say this: Tim didn't let you read that file on him, so like you don't really know too much about his background. He was handing you the file and he snatched it up real quick. That guard wants to wear this nigga's face. He wants to take him to the back with a bunch of other guards, play music, tie this fool to a chair, cut his face off, sew it into a mask, wear it, and then beat the shit out of him. Like he wants, like this dude, he got a chip on his shoulder, bro. Like something is like, maybe he got his ass whooped by some orcs back in the day or something, man. You don't know what it is, but like he got a problem. And the fact that Tim just tried to give him something really pissed him off. Like that's just like this motherfucker got nerve. The balls on this orc boy. Like,
well, if I was doing it for him, I'd be worried.
Oh my lord!
So, where y'all going?
We got to go to the crib and change clothes because right now we looking like some charred fritters.
Right. So, somebody roll D20.
Okay, hang on. I've been getting hot. Y'all want me to do it?
Yeah, let's let you do that.
Bro, let Kima be the one. Let that damn Kima be the ones.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Wow.
Like I said, let Kima be the ones.
Wow.
Woo-hoo! My Papa is hot tonight.
So you guys pull up to the house, and all looks well. It looks clear.
Sweet.
Okay.
Let me roll my detect ambush real quick,
Okay.
just to make sure.
If Emmett don't send something, I'm rolling it.
As clear as it is, you're like, man, this is too easy. Something's wrong.
Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get a little bit better perception. What's my detect ambush?
Oof.
Plus 4.
Yep.
14. Yeah.
Oh, 14? Okay. Yeah, I mean like something's off. Something's not right. You can't see anything specifically, but something's not right. You feel uneasy.
So, are the locks cool?
No, I actually look in the bushes and around.
This is outside. Like you guys haven't even made it inside the apartment building yet. Like you guys just pull up to the apartment building, and like there's nobody on the street, and the cars that are normally parked are the normal cars you guys are used to seeing, especially at this time of day.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Nothing out of the ordinary. You guys live in an area that's like it's like I want to say you guys are probably not really familiar with like West Sacramento like that, so that won't really make sense. Uh, Basically, you guys are not far from what would be considered like downtown ish, because there's several downtowns in the megacities. There's like just different areas that are downtown. So you guys are near a downtown area, but you're in a place where they put up a bunch of brand new apartments. So the apartments look nice, but the area was never really improved, just the buildings. So like, whereas you know where the unit you guys have is a nice unit, the neighborhood is still kind of a it's like it's sketchy in the fact in the sense that you could actually see people messing with other people, but it's usually not like it's not a frequent thing. It doesn't happen all the time. But you guys are also in a remote location, so when that kind of shit happens, nobody really hears about it. Like it's like you could damn near I don't want to say kill somebody on the neighborhood on the block and get away with it, but like you guys are in an area where there's fewer cameras, there's completely less traffic, and it's just sort of off the beaten trail. But it looks nice. It looks like brand new stuff was just built here. But the people who have been living there are still there. They're just in nicer places, basically. Like when the city came in to rebuild this stuff, they moved everybody out, and then those same people moved back in when everything got rebuilt. So like nothing changed really, except for the just the outer look of things.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like what they did to what you call it, Easter Park,
Yeah,
Easter Hill.
yeah, kind of like how they do Easter Hill. Yeah, but
Hmm.
but think of this more like Emeryville skyscraper style apartments. You know what I'm saying? Like these are tall, like huge buildings with like multiple for like 50 floors or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Still, something is off. So everybody keep your heads on a swivel. What,
All right, just go ahead and move toward the house.
All right. So now you guys don't really have like a vehicle per se. A lot of the times you guys end up either getting jobs where they provide you with whatever you need to get the job done, or you guys rent something. Like if you guys have to rent something, because like none of you actually have enough money to afford an actual vehicle. Like I'm thinking, I think Anthony Park has the highest social class, and like your amount of credits you have is still only like 5,000 credits. So like to get a car, you still need about 20 or 30,000 credits. You know what I'm saying? Like it still costs a
mhm.
good amount of money. Let me see something here. Let me see something before I before I mess you guys. And okay, and if this is the case, I'm looking to see if there might be because I have vehicle information. If it just so happens that there is a vehicle that is in your price range, it would be the kind of vehicle that you would not be able to drive into the outland. This would be like a street vehicle, like a whoops. Ow! Oh, it hurts. Okay. Yeah, these things are expensive, bro. Uh, that gets worse. That gets worse.
In other words, we taking the bus.
So I got something
We
here that's like a two-seater. Is 18.5, but you'll be
we
paying
taking the
that.
bus, dog.
Yeah, yeah. I think y'all. I think y'all might be like mostly public transport. Uh, then we start getting into this really exotic stuff that's like black market rate. We don't even talk about black market rate stuff.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys don't really have a. You guys have a parking space in the parking lot of the building, but you guys don't have any vehicles though. So like you could technically park this this vehicle. You could park it
Is there
here.
anybody in the parking spot?
Huh?
Is there anybody in the parking spot?
No, no, no. Heck, and if they were, you guys be kicking them up out of there.
Let's go ahead and park. Let's get out and get cracking. Let's see what's going on. Look in the garage.
All right. So in the
Looking for
garage,
anything out of place in the garage.
in the garage, there is actually, you guys don't spend a whole lot of time in the garage, so you're not sure if the cars that are in here are the cars that are supposed to be in here. But um, I'll let you guys make mind checks to see if you guys notice the style of vehicles that are in here.
No, I'm trying to look and see if anybody look through their windows and stuff. Look through their windows, see if somebody's sitting in their car.
No, 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 no.
Go touch the hood of. Go
Ooh,
touch the hoods and see if they're
nothing.
warm.
I don't sense nothing.
Oh, what's your
Go
mind?
touch the.
That's a 10.
0.
Oh, 0.
That's a
Yeah.
10. Negative
Hey,
10.
I'm gonna go touch cars to see if the engine is warm.
Some of them, yeah.
And the ones that are warm, look inside, see if there's people inside.
No, I just told you, ain't nobody sitting inside. Only people in the parking lot is you. And you look very
Okay.
suspicious walking up, looking inside of people's cars right now,
Touching them.
touching them, looking inside of people's cars. It looks very
You
Hey, that's
suspicious.
looking
all right.
paranoid.
Now you
That's
guys
all
do
right. I don't care how I look.
you guys have cameras in this building. This building,
I don't care how I look. I survive.
okay.
All right.
Make a mind
Go up
check
to
though.
our. Huh?
Make a mind test.
I don't really care. I just want to make sure ain't nobody in the car, and a car that's recently been used is warm.
All right,
So if it ain't like that, then I'm good. Are we good?
all right,
I'm not even trying to go all deep like that.
all right. So
Go to the apartment.
you guys go back upstairs to the apartment. So when you guys come out of the garage, uh, there's actually an elevator. Well, there's two elevators. There's an elevator that goes straight up to the apartments via the garage, or you guys can walk into like the bottom lobby area and take like the main elevators that go up into the apartment. Um, you guys' apartment is like kind of in between both elevators, so to speak. So it doesn't matter
What floor?
what's. You guys are on the 46th floor.
Well, someone's for
Damn.
walking the stairs.
So much for jumping out the window.
I want to go into the lobby.
You want to go to the
I'm gonna
lobby?
take the straight path.
So
Direct.
the like I say, either way is like about the same.
Detect ambush.
Wait, which way are you going?
I'm taking the straight elevator.
So you're gonna take the elevator from the garage
From the garage?
that goes up to the units.
Yep.
Okay.
Sticking it off the window.
Detect ambush though. Here we go.
You don't feel threatened when you get on this elevator.
Okay. 46th floor. Ding.
All right. So you going from the garage to the floor. You go to the lobby first, right? What about you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm following Emmett.
Okay. So you two go straight up to the elevator. I mean, take the elevator from the garage. You walk into the lobby. So, Mr. Park, you walk into the lobby. There is a young kid who you've never seen before that's like at the front desk, and he seems to be diligently like wiping the desk down and like organizing, like making sure the little pins and stuff are straight, sticking the little business cards back in the little holders, and make sure the little brochure things are filled up, and like he's like keeping the front area clear. There is um this old lady and her dog who has a tendency to come downstairs and smoke a cigarette in the lobby, and she's really not supposed to even do that. Like technically, if you're gonna smoke, you're supposed to go outside the building and
I
like go down
pictured
the
the
street.
dog smoking when you said that.
Huh?
I pictured the dog smoking when you said that.
No, the dog smoking. What the hell?
You're like this lady that has a dog and she tends to smoke. I'm like, what? Sorry. This.
So the lady is sitting there, like I say, she's regularly there. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not nothing out of the ordinary. And then uh there are chairs that nobody really ever sits in, and there's a guy sitting in a chair basically in the lobby area with a newspaper. And like you can't see his face because he's got the newspaper, he's holding the newspaper up.
Is there a hole in the newspaper?
No.
So we got a kid that sense motive on the kid.
Go for it.
Sense motive on the kid. I want to see something.
Has a phone strap to him.
Yeah.
13.
Okay. The kid seems to be diligently trying to keep the front area clean.
Okay, that's red flagging me right now because we in a dirty, nasty part of downtown. You can clean that thing forever and a day, and it's still going to not be that clean. And yet he's trying to clean it anyway. Okay, that's strike one.
Okay.
That's strike one. Strike two is old boy with the newspaper. Okay, nobody sits in them chairs, and yet you just happen to be there with a newspaper. If you were law enforcement, you would be offed right now. That's you. The only person that seems to belong there is the old lady smoking.
And she's the one you probably need to be popping.
And the dog.
And the dog.
Oh, the dog. The dog gotta go. Screw it. Dog just gonna go on just on GP.
That's messed up.
So you know what? I'm gonna walk up to the front desk and say, "Hey kid, got any messages for Mr. Park?"
He's like, "Oh, messages from Mr. Park. Hold on just a second, sir. Are you Mr. Park?"
No, I work for him.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. The messages are for the tenants only. I can't unless I have authorization from the tenant. I'm sorry.
Hang on. I haven't seen you around here before. I've worked for him for a long time. So, who are you?
My name is Frank Grillis.
Frank Grill. You new?
Yes, sir. I just started.
What happened to the old other guy?
Oh, he's just taking a vacation. This is a temporary thing. I'm probably going to end up being a porter.
You got double tap. That's what you got.
Well, see, the other guy should have left instructions. See, I pick up Mr. Park's messages every single day.
Oh, well, why don't you just have Mr. Park come down here, and then we could just go ahead and get you here listed. See, there's a log here, and there's no names in this log, so it doesn't look like anybody is an outside person or representative, so sorry.
Okay, look, has anybody been to ask about Mr. Park? And guess what? I am Mr. Park. Now look, What in the world is wrong with you, boy?
Like, wait a minute. What's going on here, sir? You trying to shake me down, sir?
If I wanted to shake you down, you already would have been shook down. Now, look, I don't know you. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. I don't know you. I've lived here longer than you've been hired here. Thereby, I wanted to be sure that you wasn't some nefarious individual wanting to do some ill-gotten gain where I live.
Nefarious. That's low, sir. That's really, really low for you to assume. You know what? You're gonna have to talk to management.
Oh, I will talk to management.
Goodbye, sir.
Get him out here. Get him out here.
Oh, you gotta call the corporate number, sir.
Why did suddenly we sound like we're broadcasting an episode of The Simpsons?
I reach across that desk, yank him toward me. It's like, look, boy, I'm tired of playing with you. You either give me my messages, or I'm going to rip out your tongue and slap you with it.
Sir, I take that as much as a threat, which is not legal for you to threaten an employee of the company. Therefore,
slap anyway. Look,
you slap him.
Where's my message?
That sounded horrible.
Where's my messages?
I don't have any messages. I'm serious. I promise you.
Has anybody been asking about me?
No, nobody knows you.
If you're lying, I'm going to break your leg.
Look,
and then I'm going to hand it to you.
There's nothing here. Look, see, look. I'll show you the log. There's nothing here. If there was a message, it'd be right here. It's empty. What do you want from me?
Has old boy with the paper even moved?
Old boy with the paper, you heard the paper shuffle. Actually, when he got slapped, but like, and the lady's looking at you like really weird, and the dog is like barking.
I'm like, nothing to see here. Mind your business.
Pervert.
Your mama.
Wow.
Park, is it? Huh.
Now, my name is El Shabab.
I'll remember that, El Shabab Park.
I walk up, so I go to the elevator. I'm like, oh my God.
El Shabab.
So you
causing
guys,
problems.
You guys come upstairs. I mean, like when you guys get up to the to your floor, there's like these two Ed 209 machines sitting in front of your door. Not playing. No, it's not. It's nobody. It's nothing. It's like the hallway.
I was like, God dang it.
Hallways empty.
I was like, we can't even catch a break. Oh my goodness. Go in. Hey.
Oh wait, wait. They're up there. It's them first. They're up there. You're still down there slapping the kid around.
Oh, right. Slapping the kid around.
So you guys gonna go into your unit? What you doing?
Yeah.
All right, you guys walk over to the door. Scan your little PDA thing. Actually,
room service.
Who's scanning the PDA? Who's opening the door?
I'll do it.
All right. When you go to scan your PDA, the door, it gives you like an error at first, and then it says, "Please log your credentials. You've been red flagged."
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Hey.
Please do what?
Hey, wait. Before we go really quick, call the apartment company and be like, hey, do we pay the rent? Did our rent payment go through?
Yeah, like your rent is paid.
Okay. All right, I just want to make sure we's on time with the rent.
No, the rent's fine.
You've been red flagged.
It didn't do what? Like, what did it ask me to
So
do?
it's asking you to log your credentials. So basically, you got to go through some extra steps because whenever you have a red flag, it's like
Got
it's almost like you're a criminal. It's like the scarlet letter. Everybody's gonna look
Got
at you like you're an asshole.
All
Basically.
right, got it. I do whatever it asks me to do.
All right, so you log your credentials or whatever. And so this information, the very fact that you have opened your door with your ID, this information actually gets sent to the corporation that owns the apartments, who then sends that to the authorities. So every time you come in and out the building, the authorities know when you're coming in and out your apartment.
It's fine. Whatever. Jerks.
Hmm.
Wait a minute,
All
that don't
because
make
of
no
one
sense.
card.
Huh?
We live here.
Huh? Yeah. And so the very fact that it's like basically his movements, everything he does is going to get extra tracked now. Like normally, I mean, everybody gets tracked anyway, but it's getting red flag tracked now. So it's like everything he does with his ID is like, oh, by the way, this nigga's got a scarlet letter on his face. Like, hey, this dude's an asshole. Hey, guess what? This asshole just went home. You know, like this asshole just bought an egg roll. You know what I'm saying? Like everything he does is like extra red flagged for 30 days.
That's fine.
Ooh.
I'm good with that. Keep me accountable. I get it.
Wait till I see that fool on the street.
Well, maybe I don't want to be held accountable. Maybe I like living in privacy now. I'm about to give me another apartment.
It's a you, Merc.
You guys go in a unit, and it looks like somebody has been through y'all shit.
Who?
Apparently, they didn't get red flagged.
They sure didn't.
Hey, does the apartment keep a log?
The apartment is supposed to keep a log whenever somebody whenever somebody enters or exits, or if there's like like if a crime gets reported, definitely.
Make sure all the windows up here are intact.
The windows are intact, the door is intact. It's just the inside of your unit is trash. It's like somebody broke in without breaking down the door or the windows or nothing like that. Like whoever did this was able to walk in here like they owned the joint and just tore the shit up.
Let's look at the logs.
What the
Let's look at the
heck?
logs. We're gonna look at the logs to see when the last entries into this place was before us.
Now, in order for you to get that information, you got to go down to the lobby. You got to talk to the
Which
front desk.
I have already looked at the logs. I've already looked at the logs.
Well,
What'd they say?
You look at the message logs. He showed you any messages that came in. Now, anything that has to do with securing the building, that's a whole totally different log.
Oh, god dang it.
So
of course I come and see this. Is there any indication of what they were looking for?
well, hold up. You haven't got there just yet because they just now got up here. You're on your
Oh, okay.
you're basically tossing the kid aside and heading to the elevator right now.
Okay.
So what y'all doing?
I'm rolling. I'm waiting for the elevator.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. I'm talking about these
What
kids.
is old boy with the paper doing?
I can go downstairs real quick and figure out what's going on. Let me go downstairs real fast. I'm gonna wait for Parker at the elevator.
I'm gonna start looking to see if anything is missing.
Roll mind, and you go. So basically, when you get out of the elevator, finally, when you get on the elevator and it goes upstairs and you get off, you see Morgan standing at the elevator.
Let's go downstairs.
What happened?
You don't want to see the apartment.
What happened with the apartment?
Someone ransacked it. We got to find out why and who.
What's up? Let's roll.
What's up with the mind roll, brother?
I'm just trying to figure out what my plus was.
Oh.
Let's roll. I'm about to pimp slap that kid.
As far as you can tell, and things are pretty trashed. It doesn't look like anything was taken, but then again, it's kind of hard to tell.
Start cleaning
get
stuff up.
downstairs.
All right. You guys get back
Put
downstairs.
stuff back.
Dude's newspaper ain't there when you get back down the stairs.
Son of a gun.
That nigga's gone. Old lady's gone too. It's just the kid downstairs. He looks kind of frazzled.
Where's the dog?
Dog is gone with the lady. God damn it!
Why are you suspecting the dog, E?
Shit.
That's my first thing. Shoot the fucking dog and let's see what happens.
You walk around with a bird in your pocket. Shut up.
Done nothing to you. Little Pomeranian haven't done nothing to you but smoke a stogie.
You got a small chicken in your pocket. Shut up. Walking around with animals, nigga.
I won't go up to the front desk.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna feed this chicken a little bit. I know it's hungry.
I'm glad you did because eventually it would have died and burnt your pocket up. All right, so you feed the little chicken thing something. All right, so you go to the front desk, dude, and the kid's like, "Look, okay, this is unnecessary." Oh, he starts pushing a button.
Who was in?
Why are you so nervous? What's going on?
Who was in my apartment?
See,
Who's in my apartment?
you see this fucking gate start to fucking lower or whatever, like between.
Hey, no.
And I pulled him under it.
Huh?
No one's here to hurt you.
You want to try to grab him and pull him out of it before it closes?
No.
Oh.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. No.
So hey, what's
He gets
no
on
one's here to
he
hurt
gets
you.
on his little PDA and he starts like scanning y'all or some shit.
Do you have a name tag?
His name is Frank. It says Frank on his name tag.
Frank.
Who was in my apartment?
Like you
My
guys.
apartment.
Oh, I'm in trouble. Somebody
Frank,
come and help
calm
me.
Frank, it's okay, Francis. Chill.
He actually gets down. He curls up into a ball and starts rocking in the corner. Oh God, it's not. I just want to go to college. Oh.
Did I traumatize him?
What, dude? I have a girl in our office.
But if somebody tried to put hands on me and then shows up with a big, tall, buff ass dude, like I would not be feeling good, dude. I'd be like, oh shit, this just turned extra sour. Like this fool had already put hands on me. Now he's bringing somebody like
Frank, you want to do your job right, don't you?
I just want to go home.
You want to impress your boss, right? Frank, someone broke into our apartment. Can you please help us?
I just don't hurt me. I'm just okay. I didn't break in. It wasn't me. I didn't.
We're not going to hurt you.
I didn't see nothing. I swear to God. I just got here. This is my first day. I don't know what happened. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Everybody keeps saying it's their first day.
We're looking for you to help us. We're not trying to help. We're not trying to hurt you.
I'm not going to hurt you.
You get to look at the good guy here. Please help us.
The doors to the apartment complex lock and say, for security purposes, the apartment is now on lockdown. Authorities are on their way. Thank God. Oh my God. Thank you. I'm going back to church. I swear.
Going back to church. Interesting. I hand him that thing that dude threw down.
The protection shit?
The protection thing, and I give it to him.
All right. Like you stick it through like the little bars or whatever.
Yeah.
He sort of stops rocking and kind of looks at it. And he kind of looks at you for a second and looks at it.
I still be protected, kid. Don't worry.
And then he picks it up. And he starts like reading it. He starts reading it out loud though. Like he starts like,
All right. That's cool. The authorities will be here. They'll figure all this out. Don't even worry about it.
So about maybe 10 minutes past, the authorities arrive. And the building, the front doors are temporarily unlocked by authority representative 50087. So these two Metro cops come in. Now Metro cops they're not like corporate police. So Metro cops tend to be more for the people, so to speak. But they're always overworked and underpaid, so they also can be a little bit more snappy and crabby about things.
Do I recognize either one of them?
Roll a d20. Nah, they're not in this case. In this case, they're just two regular. Well, one is an elf and one is a drow elf. Those are like two elves.
Hey, friends, how's it going?
So, drow elf dude has his hand on his piece. Elf dude, he's got like a stun baton in his hand. And he's like, so what exactly is going on here? Can you two please do me a favor? Could you like just stand over here up against the wall, face the wall for me, please?
Yeah. I do that.
I comply.
All right. So the drow elf walks over. He says, "Kid, hey, did you call in this complaint?" He's all like, "Oh my god! Oh, thank God you guys came." He says, "Could you dispense with the security grid?" Like, oh yeah, sorry. Hold on a second. I gotta try to remember how to do this. He starts pushing buttons or whatever, and like the sprinkler system kicks on for a second, and then it stops. The lights in the front lobby turn off and they turn back on.
Oh my god!
One of the little cleaning drones comes out and starts like vacuuming the carpet. Okay, no, here it goes. Security lockdown override, and so like the little thing goes up. He's like, so can you explain to me what exactly happened here? Dude scans you guys.
We had a break.
Oh wow, we got a red flag here, partner.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh god!
You know that guy Patrick at the gates? Yeah.
So it says you guys just came from outside the gate.
Yeah.
Yes.
What were you doing outside the city?
I don't know what the
Personal
heck.
business.
I don't even know what we got out in the first place.
Dude starts patting y'all down.
What did we go out there in the first place for?
You guys
To
went
meet old boy.
Yeah.
What?
You guys went out there to talk to the guy that was supposed to pay y'all.
Jericho.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Look, I would like to report a break-in.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What?
Dude, this boy scans you, Kima. Boop, 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 boop. This boy pull out his gun. All right, on your knees right now. Down, on your knees. On your knees.
Whoa.
Get down now.
What happened?
All right, hey, we're gonna need a cyber unit.
Who?
Please, we're gonna need a cyber unit to come down here.
Uh-oh.
Illegal modification, sir. What is that shit in your hands?
I broke my arms, okay?
Broke your arms and got illegal biomodifications? Really? Tell me that you don't have concealed weapons in your hands,
That was
sir.
an accident. I fell on him.
Occupational hazard.
What is your occupation, sir?
I build stuff.
And so that requires you to have concealed weapons in your arms, sir?
Those are not concealed weapons. Those are prosthetics.
Prosthetics, really? This
Yes.
pulls out a scanner and he puts it up against your arm, and you can see like the little fucking the trail where the shits would come and pop out as spikes out of your shit. Prosthetics
It's
that
over.
do what exactly?
It's over.
These look like blades.
Oh, crap.
So I got a red flag and somebody with some illegal biomods. Boy, we're gonna have a night tonight.
This is fun.
It's over.
To be fair, ask the kid if we did anything. We didn't do anything.
Well, actually, that one there, he was trying to kill me earlier, and I guess he went and got his friend. They were both about to kill me.
Man, what did I hand you? What did I hand you?
This is not getting any better.
He slapped me. He hit me. Did you strike this kid, sir?
I did not. He was freaking out, and I had to calm him down.
Oh, you had to calm him down. Really?
Yes,
And how did you do that?
he was delusional. You saw how he was when he came in here.
Okay, but
You saw exactly
how
how
did
he
you
was.
calm him down, sir?
I patted his cheek.
You patted his cheek.
I patted his cheek really hard.
Dude ribbed you with the stun baton. Did it feel anything like that, sir? Did it feel anything like that?
No,
Oh boy, nothing
no, it did
nothing I
not.
can't stand worse than a cyberbully.
I'm not a cyberbully.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
I'm a regular bully.
You're a biomodified
A
bully.
regular bully with
You're a
biomods.
biomodified bully. BMB.
A BMB.
And so, let me guess. The red flag was some misunderstanding, and you're not really a former criminal, right?
I am absolutely an ex-criminal. Ex-criminal.
What are you doing running around with this guy? You realize you running around with a
I
guy
didn't even know.
with this is a felony?
I have
Violation of
no idea. I
probation.
have no idea.
It's all bad. It's all bad.
He's never
Violation of
out.
probation.
So you didn't know that this guy was running around with concealed blades in his arms.
Dude, it's like, do I know you're walking around with somebody who sleeps around with women? I don't know. I don't know. Like, he concealed it. It's not, I don't see it. It's not like he pulls it out on me all the time. Like, I don't know.
How did you guys even?
Oh my god!
Like, what are you guys doing here? What are you two doing here?
We live here.
I
What are you doing here?
live here.
The question is, why are you here? Like, we went to our apartment. Our apartment got ransacked. We came back down here. Well, I came back down here to ask this kid what went on and if anyone was here. And then all of a sudden, the place went on lockdown. You guys show up. That's all I know.
Do you have anybody that can back that up?
This kid.
You wait, this kid
All
can back
it
it up.
was
The
was
kid
a
is like, look,
goddamn-
all I know is these guys were gonna hurt me, and I just want to go home.
He thinks that we were going to hurt him. Kid, you know Jesus. You do know Jesus, right? You went to church, right?
You guys here. Excuse me, officer. I think I can actually clear this up for everybody. At the door,
Who says this?
you see Jack.
Oh my goodness.
And you
Oh,
see about
Lord.
4 other dudes, and they all got shotguns.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh,
We're
Lord.
stopping again right here because it's 9 o'clock. We'll be back next week.
Oh my
Ooh. Knock, knock, Jack. That boy brought the Joker to the door and put the on it.
Oh my god!
Yes,
He
baby.
put the hood on it.
Yes.
That is just all wrong. That's all wrong.
Yes. So next week.
That is all wrong.
Next week, SLA Industries. I'm back.
Oh no, it is so bad.
That is just wrong on so many levels.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't have done it any better. That's a perfect one right there, boy. That is perfect. That was perfect.
Oh my gosh. All right. So yeah, next week I guess we're doing it. And hopefully I'm gonna have Tyler in it. So
Oh my god!
I might talk Tyler into being one of these cops. That way I can just make it all easy. But if not, I got something for him. No matter what he wants to do. So I got it. Don't worry.
You got it.
I got
You
it.
got it.
Oh my god!
Cut the stream, bro. Cut the stream.
Oh, yep. Boom. I am